sitting up high enough now?
That's what I'm like. Am I
Hello. Everybody is good. Everybody's good.
Can
we?
Okay. A message on her phone.
Don't about it. Don't about it. I got it on the phone. Everybody's cool in the man. And it's your boy Jiving. Let's click at the podcast. We're doing what we do. You know how it is, man. We have been on an incredible run. And this time, man, I got some amazing ladies in the room. So you definitely want to pay attention because tonight is the night we're going to have a little fun, man. There's been a little wine in the room. There's been a little drink in the room. There's been a little fun. And they've already been getting to know each other. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce the room to you. First of all, the pitbull in the skirt. LaShawn is in the building, man. Dope hip-hop artist, man. You're going to love her, I promise. You're going to love her style. You're going to love her. You're going to love her delivery, man. She got the old school soul with the sonic youth appeal. She got all that stuff going on. It's all in the mix. It's all in the mix. Yes, and then we have the resident. There's a lot of words. The resident educated lady. They're all educated, but this is educated in the field of therapy and counseling and psychology. It is Lex in the building, y'all. Lex, y'all. Yes. And an amazing, this ambidextrous woman about life, man. She works hard. She plays hard. She is also one of my clients here in Cliqu'd Studio. She has her own podcast. You definitely want to tune in because, you know what I'm saying, the timer is on, and when they clock it, it's been clocked. It is Dot from Cliqu'd, the podcast. What's going on? I brings you out, right? I brings you out. Do I brings you out? I brings you out. That's how I make it does what it do. You know what I'm saying? Yes, y'all.
I love it.
That was beautiful. That was like, oh my God.
He need to introduce me anytime I meet people. Like,
I just come out of nowhere. Who you introducing is like it's just
hype me up.
I'm getting ideas.
Like can you imagine just going to work and I'm just right there as soon as you walk in, the applause comes on.
First day. Like, hold on.
And I just start going down your accolades. And the moment we be like, oh shit.
Listen, and the applause gonna keep going.
Yes, y'all. So first thing we're gonna talk about, man, there's a lot of things to talk about. But guess what? Man, you guys were already in midstream, so we're gonna bring it to the audience. These ladies are talking about the Young Miami India Ari controversy for some of you people from across the pond. Yo, it is amazing to have such a conversation. It is initiated by Lex. Lex is our resident hater. She hates on the old school. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna eat that.
She said, if you go to our reels on Clicked Up anywhere you want to go. Clicked Up, CLIQU''DUP Studios, and you go look it up. You'll find the reel. She has said that India already had her time. She had her moment. She had her impact. She had her splash, and she gotta let the young guns have it. I don't know if I agree, but there's a compelling argument. So the ladies in the room, varying in age and archetypes, what do we believe?
Well, I already told the ladies, right? I said, listen, you have to know who you are as a person, because just because I'm listening to, put shit in your bag, that don't mean I'm going to go to Ross and steal. Like, I know who I am as a person, and I know that this is just like music. Does that make sense? And if I want to be uplifted, I'm going to listen to like Ray. I'm going to listen to Snow Allegra. I'm not going to put Young Miami on. Like, it's just a good time. It's a dance. It's for the young kids. And I'm hoping that these young kids' parents are raising them to be their own person and not be a follower.
I hope that, but that doesn't always happen.
It doesn't, but I hope. But we had music where it was like, okay, I'm listening to this, but this isn't who I am. Like, just because I listen to a song don't mean just because I listen to a YN song or what's a young man name that got killed that don't like Quando Rondo? What's his name?
No, he didn't die.
He did get
She's talking about
killed
the other guy.
from Chicago.
Rondo,
Yeah.
Rondo didn't die.
Not Chicago.
No, Lord.
Jesus, let's rebuke that.
The
right
other
now.
guy, I can't
No,
remember.
no,
What's his name?
Took it to the you know how I go. That one.
Young Vaughn, right?
Yeah, King Von.
King
That's
Von.
We
fine.
made it. We made it.
We
We
I
made
don't do
it.
a lot of raps. So
But-
I'm like, dang, I'm going.
But I'm not about to go slide on niggas because I listened to a King Von song. It's like every.
I don't know, but when
But
you're
we're
going through
saying from
something,
us, you know what I'm saying, from a more mature standpoint, we have to be realistic with ourselves where we were back then. We were more. It's the influence, you know what I'm saying, and sometimes, I guess the older you get, you know, the more you know, you do better.
yeah.
Back then, it was a cool thing, you know what I'm saying. Not that we were doing it back then; we were a little more scared to do things. But when we're looking at how society has changed altogether, nothing is. It's not private anymore. Everything is on social media. Even if you listen to the radio, I was listening to the radio the other day. Nothing is censored. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Nothing is kind of censored anymore. And so therefore sex is selling even more. Yes, we talked about that grown sexy stuff, but it was a little bit more discreet. It is not discreet anymore. So now they're getting, like, you look at the kids now. Who was wearing makeup in middle school? If it was the gothic kids. You know what I'm saying? Now some of the little girls out there now, they face beat. They looking better than me sometimes. I don't do makeup like that, but just for how the times have changed and how they are more exposed to so much stuff, I feel that is where the controversy is coming in. It's too much exposure to stuff these days. Yeah, we heard that. We had that. Yeah, and we was grinding, but they talking about other stuff now.
But I don't
Like,
know.
look,
I think
Like, not for nothing. And maybe this is from the man corner, and I'll get back in my man corner in a second. But not for nothing. Like, we was talking about, you know, like, and I'm an 80s baby, so man, I'm super old, but we was talking about donkey butts and big old legs.
Right.
And these kids is talking about, now I'm eating his ass. Like, yo, come on, man. We can't pretend like that's the same thing, son. That's not the same thing, son. Real talk. Like, come on, man. Like, now I'm eating his, for real? For real?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we were talking about whoop there it is.
Right.
Whoop there it is.
It was fun.
And then you can really go to the dance floor and really just dance off
do
the
a
strength
dance
of
off of
the energy, and then like, all right, peace. But now it's like you can't dance with somebody that you're not intending on fucking on some real shit. Like that's what the implication is now, because the music is so. It's
vulgar.
so,
But
yeah.
they don't even dance anymore.
Yeah.
People don't really dance anymore. Like, I went to the club and everybody just be like, it wasn't even a club, it was a bar. Everybody just be standing around.
Because everybody like trying to pose, man,
Well,
for real.
they're doing line dances and things now. You guys got to go to like the little line dancing clubs,
Yeah, they doing
older clubs. You know, they call it country soul now.
Okay.
Yeah, they be like, put your left foot out. You know, they be out there.
Get
And where that fans that type too.
And yeah, wear your fan.
Okay, but after a while, I'm like, all right, man.
Yeah, you're going to be doing the same thing, you
I
know,
have
over
a-
and over, but they look like they have a good time.
I have a couple of friends that are in those like
and it's a good exercise.
clubs.
It's a great way to stay in shape. It's crazy work. It's a great way to stay in shape.
I mean, it is.
I'm a hater because I can't do it. Like, my cousin literally invited me. She's like, come watch me dance. And this bitch know all the dance moves. And I'm just sitting there looking like, no.
Well,
I can't
get it.
catch it.
I
have
tell
fun
my
watching
clients.
people having fun.
I tell my clients to go there for like self-care, cooking or whatever. I'm like, you need to do something for self-care. Get out the house. Go line dance.
Yeah.
But I've never tried it. Well, I mean, in my house, maybe. Well, I'm like, girl, after a certain time, I'm tired. Cupid shuffle one too many times. I'm like, all right now.
I
Yeah.
tried it one time, and that was that. What is it? Touching on me, baby. That one. That's a smooth one. That's a groove. But that's it. But no, I mean, it's just different.
Yeah.
Indy, she'll never get old to me.
I think
I'm
your
sorry.
camera died.
Yeah.
Mine?
Hers.
My camera died.
Oh, did I got you. Don't worry about it.
No.
It's okay.
Dot.
They can hear my voice. That's all. Just put a big dot and a smiley face right there. That'll be good.
Wait. What camera are you looking at?
Where am I supposed to be? Over here?
You're
Oh,
right there. Yeah,
never
you're
mind.
fine. That
Oh,
one,
okay.
that's off.
Oh, my
That
bad.
camera is off.
Never
I was
mind.
like, wait a minute, because you look perfectly fine over there.
Disregard.
It died in the perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, that camera over there is charging.
But-
These cameras, these three right here, and that's y'all.
Got you. Disregard.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But
Can I be the producer? Can I do that?
Clock that. Put me in my place. Big Daddy Drive. God, no.
Goodness
but
gracious.
I don't know. I lived life long enough and ran into so many scamming ass niggas and bitches to where it just doesn't excite me to even hear that song because I've been through it with bitches and scamming
Oh, no.
and being scammed, and I don't like it
Yeah.
Damn.
at all. Yeah. I
Well, I think,
scammed
okay,
a
so,
lot.
you know what? Thinking about it, having a conversation, I think I'm just looking at it from a whole different viewpoint because
But explain your viewpoint. I mean,
because I'm like, you know?
You want
I'm
to have fun. It depends on what era
It's
you're
like
in. You're in a fun
whatever.
era.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Like-
I'm listening to music, but I listen to different genres of music, so it's not just one thing. Like,
oh, I got you. Watch what I do. Watch what I
Ooh,
do, y'all.
let's
Watch
hear
what
it.
I do. You listen to country music, right?
yeah,
And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? That's our shit still. You listen to country music,
Yeah.
for real, right?
Mhm.
That's your shit?
yeah,
And that shit resonates with you, right?
yeah.
Because it gets in your
I want
soul.
somebody to love me like a country song. Oh my god, a good one.
Nah. But peep game. Because imagine that ratchet shit is hitting somebody just like that country song is hitting you. And it's influencing you, and it's influencing. You just said, I want somebody to love me like that country song.
Yeah,
You feel me? Now imagine somebody was like, yeah, I want a scamming ass nigga just like that Young Miami song. It hits something in them. And there's more kids out here that hits than that country song hits.
but I'm saying
You
that's
understand?
why I feel like the
Yes.
viewpoint is different because I'm looking at it as, oh well, you know, we should know who we are individually,
But-
and we shouldn't listen. Like, you know, we should know that this is music, this isn't real life. But not everybody thinks like that, which is why I'm saying.
But we have a lot of black people who already still live in the struggle.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't know how you just did that. I got you.
I don't know
Nobody.
either. But we already have a lot of black people who, and let's just be honest, a lot of black people are ignorant, and they glorify the struggle, and they glorify getting over, and not just black people, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of us we are the ones that have been oppressed with certain things, and a lot of people, we don't have the hand up in certain things. So I just feel like with that, you know, it's kind of like, damn, how we really gonna get up out of that if that's what we still glorifying? If they're that young, imagine those young kids who are in the projects, who mama doing the best that they can, right? And then they hear that and they like, hey,
Well, you know that trend. I was looking on Instagram, and it was a lady and her daughter.
they went to jail.
They went to
She
jail
on-
for doing
big
the
grown
trend.
behind. How old is she?
Stealing.
She's showing the bags on.
She's showing the stolen
Good.
bags.
She needed that. Good.
So yeah, it do influence some
But
people.
and even
Crazy.
grown folks, age
And they were old enough to know better. Right.
Let's
Girl.
apply it to that.
That is
Even
insane.
old as they are, though.
And-
Look how ignorant you
And
are.
I'm from the school where our scamming ass niggas and bitches, they were discreet. You go to the trunk, you pick out what you need.
Look, they got the
You
trash
don't
bags
talk
on
about
deck.
yes, you don't talk about it.
Because there was shame involved in this. I know I stole this.
Listen,
I'm
you
not
don't see
proud
them
of
for a while,
stealing
you
this. I'm
know.
actually doing because it wasn't an identity marker. I do this because it has to be done.
Right.
And then other than that, this is who I'm trying to maintain myself to be. When scamming became like a
flex.
flex, when you know what I'm saying, when stealing, when dope boy became a flex, like remember, like if y'all remember the movie Straight Outta Compton, right?
Right.
When they was talking to Eazy-E, and he was like, man, just tell everybody I sell dope. Like he didn't want you to know that,
Right.
because there was some sort of like, I want you to know that I'm a man outside of that. That's, you know what I'm saying. I don't want that to inform your opinion of me. Now niggas do.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
You know what I'm saying? Now that's my identity marker. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we was talking about yesterday. Like, that's how we flatten ourselves, because when I'm a dope boy, when I'm a hot girl or whatever, there's no complexity in that. You know what to expect. You know what to come with. And there's nothing really about you above or below that. There's no depth to scamming. There's no... Or I mean, do y'all still call it boosting? Is that what they still call it now?
No.
Is it called a boosting?
I don't
A
know.
booster?
I haven't seen one of those people in a while.
Listen, they are the ones I know retired.
What do they
Hurt
call
my
it now?
heart.
Do they still do it? I don't
You know what? I actually posted. Listen, if I run into somebody that boosts, and you come to me and you try to charge me just 10 or 20% off, I'm calling the cops.
Yeah.
But you're going to the pokey.
Yeah, they gonna rip you off.
Because
Did I not say resident hater? Look at it. She's not turning you in because it's the right thing to do. It's because the markdown ain't enough for
right,
her.
because, nigga, what are you talking about?
Bring it down.
Like, no, I'm not paying market price, market value for this shit. You just stole it.
So think about it. It's not as you're not paying the market price. You're paying the risk premium.
Don't help them run.
John, don't hold them, bro.
Yeah.
Paying for her bag.
I'm doing this for you.
Yeah.
Like, what's
And you
up?
got to pay for her gas.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at the tag, 200. How much you want for it? I take about 150. I'm
150.
calling the cops.
No, like, look, I need a retainer. You know what I'm saying? I get caught with this, yo. I did.
It remind me of that guy. $40.
Don't piss me off. Don't do it.
So here's my thing, because you said off camera, and we're gonna bring it back to India Ari, and then we can move on for sure. But like, we're all parents in here, we're all thoughtful people, but we all came from somewhere.
Right.
We didn't all start here. You know what I'm saying? I like to tell. I wasn't born 45. You feel me? Like I wasn't. That's not how I got here. I was 18 at one point in time. And I was 21, and I was 25, and I was 27, and I was 30, and all this shit happens. And there's some things that came to me, some things that didn't, whatever. But in those more formative years where I'm still trying to figure out who I am, there's a lot of people out there who seem to have it all together. Like, not for nothing, like Pac was big, like ginormous. He was unavoidable when I was a kid. And the things that he said had us in a headlock. As conflicted as an artist as he was, I know dudes who only God can judge me on their arms. You know what I'm saying? I know dudes that got tattooed tears and couldn't sleep good for multiple years. They got whole verses of Pac on their arm.
Right.
Because it resonated with them in a way that may not have been the most positive, but it was the most relevant.
Yeah.
So imagine these kids in this culture that they're coming up in now, where it's all about your facade and your bravado and your character and your brand and all of this. And Young Miami speaks to that in the way that Pac spoke to me. It doesn't take you where I got with Pac, but it hit that same spot in you because we were preconditioned, because we're coming out of the revolutionary era in the 80s.
Right.
We were already preconditioned by Martin. We was already preconditioned by Malcolm. We was already preconditioned by the 94 crime bill. We was already preconditioned by the Rainbow Coalition. Pac starts talking revolutionary shit, but mixing it with gangster shit, and it hits. And it's like somebody sees me and hears me and understands where I'm at. But you take it 30 years into the future, and now it's all about brand recognition. It's all about influencership. It's all about monetization. And that's what's in them. They don't have the revolutionary spirit that we have. They are consumers. And what resonates with them is being noticed and being seen in a sea of this. I mean, what we're doing right now. What we're doing right now is what they aspire to. You feel me? This was unthinkable when I was a kid. It wasn't even a part of your thought process. And now it's everywhere. And now every kid has the capability of being where we are in their pocket right now.
And it's how you use that platform.
Right.
You feel me? So then now imagine somebody from a different mindset, like India Ari, who came from the era we come from as older, who was like, yo, man, I see what you're seeing, but I see past that. I had to tell my kids, like my 23-year-old, I've been 23 and 45. You've only been 23. So just because you can't see me, I can see you even when you can't see me. Because I've been somewhere you haven't been, but I see you clearly. Because I've been where you are.
Right.
I know where that's at. But you haven't been where I'm at, so you don't understand my vantage point. Why do you see it this way? Because I've been where you've been, and I know what comes after that. And these kids don't know what comes after the boosting, after the scamming, after, you're not the young lion no more. When there's 18-year-olds coming out every day that want that spot that you're talking on. One of these days, young Miami ain't gonna be young.
Yeah.
Yeah, feel me? And they not gonna be trying to hear her talking that shit. They're gonna be like, girl, you still talking that scamming shit? Bitch, you 45.
Come on.
I think she's up there though, isn't she?
When you doing that scamming, and you see them years that come behind that thing on federal charge, y'all they'll be wishing they ain't did it. Like it wasn't even work. Man, I should have just.
Well, it's not worth it.
I should have worked the job.
But for real, like I have cousins. Like I was the dude in school and da 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 da, and I was quiet or whatever. And I got cousins now, the dope boys. I got family now. I got people I know now that was like, hey yo man, I should have did what you did. But they my age now.
But yeah,
I joined the army and I did all the, I was I was that, what was that McDonald's commercial, Calvin? Yeah, I was that Calvin ass
on
nigga.
his way to work.
Yeah, look Calvin, and they clown Calvin until you got 2 strikes.
Right.
some people like that instant gratification though. That instant need that's feeling that dopamine.
But that's the era we living in. We're now living in a trending thing now, and I think that's the whole controversy behind everything now. You know what I'm saying? Everything is about trends now. Everything is a trend, and they jumping on it like that. And I think that's what she's, that's the whole controversy of what she's saying. Listen to her lyrics, what she's saying. I'm not the average girl from the video. Now everybody wants to be the average girl when you were not created as be you. You know what I'm saying? Be distinct, be yourself.
But people don't know who they are, and that's
if you're finding, and if you're looking at young Miami, and you want to be the scammer because okay, her identity got her the money, it got her what, you know what I'm, and that's what it is. Like, look, okay, well, she's a city girl, she's being a city girl, so that's what I need to be to know myself, to feel good, to be validated. A lot of people are not, they don't know themselves and they don't feel good in the company of themselves. They're looking for outside validation. And if that's what we looking to validate us, we screwed.
right. I think I saw I guess an article, and it was saying how it's funny that Young Miami made this song when her mom got caught up on some serious shoplifting charges and got I think she got 5 years, and the getaway driver got something else. But they were appalled that she actually made this song when her mom went through the same shit, and I'm just kind of like,
even I heard that
when I hear Young Miami, I don't think she's the brightest bulb in the bunch. You know what I mean?
It's got pretty privilege with her. You know, it got her far, but the music itself came out as a scam. They never wrote their own music when they first came out.
You can't tell me Santana don't write that. Some of them.
Yeah, they were the scam. So to them, that's a big thing.
If it works, people do what works.
Yeah.
And that's what works. It doesn't matter. And I think that it just matters. They don't care what blood on their hand as long as they got money in their pocket. And I think that's just what it is.
If I'm not mistaken, I think JT was the one who wanted to rap, and she brought Carisha along, and then Carisha was the one that took off after the thing. But I don't think she's, all the way there to take it this far. I think she's happy. She's happy people pushing her.
She just kept, I don't know, maybe because her being consistent, but I think she just picked it up at the right time.
Oh, for sure. And JT, girl, I don't know what she's doing.
She's trying to.
She's so
find
mean.
herself.
To me, she's a mean girl.
Yeah, she needs to go to church a little bit. JT, kind of.
Every time I see JT,
she's just so angry.
Yeah,
right,
that's the angry black woman is her persona.
Music broke her heart. I think in somewhere down the line, music kind of broke her heart. So it's she's mimicking so many different genres, trying to find her way. And I think that's why we get
and I think her man confused her too.
Yeah, why would you date somebody like that? I do not want my man carrying a purse.
He's so eccentric.
The hell, you got a better bag game than me?
He's super eccentric, for sure.
Oh my God.
For sure.
I just don't understand it. I don't know.
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
What you was gonna say?
I was gonna say some wild shit.
Poise.
So let's I was gonna say some wild shit. A little bit above my station. I wanna see if y'all can move on. I don't wanna live here. Got some dope
Me
ladies
either.
in the room.
Oh.
Yeah. But I wanna definitely have a dope conversation with y'all. I got like three ladies that are very admirable in their station in life. So I want to see what y'all think. We were having a little discussion about the concept of love languages and what that means or whatever. And I want to see. I'm gonna back out. I'm gonna go back to producer mode, but I want to like see where y'all land at with how understanding love language has affected your understanding of relationships and all that other stuff. Wherever it goes naturally, I want y'all to get on that. But
So,
where y'all at?
so here's the thing, right? Last night, I was very much so pro love language, and Jive was very much against it, saying that he just wants someone with understanding. But understanding
First
can.
of all, I wasn't anti love language. That's a
Yes.
misnomer. That's not what happened.
That's what I heard.
That's what see, you know what I'm saying? What you heard and what I said. two
That was
different
my
things.
perception.
So what I said was that I perceive, this is my angle, that those 4 pillars of love language, 5, whatever, sure. They are more like they're more like pieces of love language than they are the language in and of themselves. So like a noun isn't a language. Verbs aren't language. Adjectives aren't language. Conjunctions aren't language. They're parts of language. And if you understand syntax, you have to be able to put these things in place in order to have a coherent sentence. If you don't know how to put a sentence together, then you'll put adjectives, nouns, going all kinds of crazy shit. So I don't think gift giving in and of itself is a language. I don't think acts of service in and of itself is a language. They are part of the syntax of the language of love. And that you have to learn how to put those things in place in order to properly communicate with your partner. If every time you do something, I just go, gift, I sound stupid. Just like if I just walk up to you and just say,
I don't think that.
if I just run up to you and just say, run.
He doesn't
but
understand.
this is what I'm saying. But like, but
didn't
when you say,
understand
but think about this: men are looking for instruction.
Right.
Men are
Okay.
very simple
All
creatures,
right.
so we're looking for instruction. And if you say gift giving, we go, got you, and then that's what we do. But if you say complexity, now we got to sit back and do some troubleshooting. What does this? What does this call
Well-
for?
So-
If you're not talking about complexity and syntax, then I just like gifts and I like bags.
No.
Your mama just died. I'm gonna go get her a Birkin, and that might, in his
That's
mind.
so stupid, man.
But see,
Yes,
but
yes,
that's-
because we're stupid.
that's-
Because we're dumb.
I will
I'm trying to
not
help
argue.
you help me.
I will not argue. I won't argue with that. But at the same token, it's you have to actually understand what love language is. It's
And
not,
okay, so she's
it's not just one.
She's the lady. She's this is, I'm just, you know what I mean? But she's the
it's
she's
not
the
just
professional.
one love language. When my clients come to me, I say, what's your top 3? Let's figure it out. You take the quiz, and I don't just ask, oh, what's your primary? That's asinine to think that I can only love you in one way, because there's going to be different areas in
Absolutely.
life. So I need to know your top 3. It's good to know all of them, but the top 3 is the most important, because those are the top 3 that I can love you. If something happens, no, I'm not going to give you a gift. I know words of affirmation is your thing. I'm going to lift you up. I'm going to build you up.
Absolutely.
If I know that you're feeling down or you're sad about something, okay, I know they like gifts. I'm going to give them a gift. If I know that, like, okay, they're really busy right now and they're overwhelmed, I know acts of service is your third love language. I'm going to step in and do what you need. I'm loving you in holistically. I'm not loving you as just an adjective or a verb or a noun. I'm loving you with the whole sentence.
what you say you need, what you desire. Yeah. Nah, I get what you're saying, but I think I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna skip past that. Nah, you was like, 'cause men are dumb.
They
Like,
are. Kind of.
Men. Okay, I'll say it better. Men are easy. right?
There you
We're not complicated because we're compartmentalized. We put things in certain boxes. Women are a little bit more complex because things connect with you guys.
Absolutely.
And that's nothing wrong with that. That's just how you work. So things that connect with you. If you say gift giving is your language, then I'm going to go, all right, box. That makes sense now. I thought, you know what I'm saying? I got the instructions. I'm a home mechanic in real life. And so then when I get into, if I'm working with a certain system, I understand the parameters of this system and how it works. I know from front to back how it works, and I know what to not include in the conversation. If I'm trying to troubleshoot you and you told me what box you go in, that's the box I'm going to. It just makes sense to me. That's where I'm going. And you're like, no, because this connects to this, connects to this, connects to this. But you're not saying that.
But if
you just
gotta
said,
pay
look,
attention though.
but that's what I'm saying. So,
right, because you got to look at the patterns of
but I
certain
also,
things, and if you can hear them.
but I also need you to communicate with me. You have to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? In conversation and communication is much more than just a list of things that you expect. We have to have an ongoing when you're in the beginning of relationships and you start having those conversations that are about everything and nothing at the same time. I'm getting my feel for you. I'm getting my range of you. When we start getting in a relationship, we stop doing that. And we just start barking out orders and commands and expectations. And there's no range in that. There's no range in a list, a to-do list. This. That's all it is. I don't know who's asking me this. I don't know where you're at when you made this list. I don't know anything about that because we stopped communicating who we are and we just started communicating expectations. And that expectations come from a lot of different things. I don't know what happened to you yesterday that made this list relevant to you. All I know is this list. But we stopped talking to each other. I stopped telling you about my day. You stopped telling me about yours. You stopped telling me about your new friends. And then we started just growing separately. And then all of a sudden there's a stranger telling me all these expectations.
Well, that's a whole different thing from love language.
Yeah.
Well,
That is a completely different sector. What you're talking about is growing apart. You're talking,
But all those things come together. Like nothing happens in a vacuum. Love language doesn't happen in a vacuum. Growing apart doesn't happen. These aren't compartmentalized. These are things that connect. If I don't know who you are, then I don't know why this matters.
So
I thought y'all was simple. You're not being simple.
Right, he's
You
being
making
very
it more
complex.
No,
okay.
because me man don't understand lady who wants this.
Me man don't want to understand. And that's what this issue is right now.
Okay, that could be a thing
So
too.
what I'm saying is when you're talking about love languages, it's not just one thing. It's I'm loving you. I'm teaching you how to love me. I'm teaching you what I expect. You teach me what you expect because I always say this, I have to step outside of myself and step into my partner to know how to love you correctly. Because if I don't, I'm going to love you how I want to be loved. And then we'll get nowhere. And we're like, well, I'm giving you words of affirmation. Like, nigga, I want acts of service. What are you talking about? Like, and so we're like, okay, got you. So now I need to,
What is I want to see what she got to say.
I don't know because I'm such a romantic base type person.
What's your sign?
I'm a Pisces.
Me too.
Oh my God.
What is your sign? What is your sign? What's your birthday?
March 13th.
My birthday's March 15th. We're meant to be
Oh.
friends. I'm sorry, guys. My bad.
But
Go
yeah,
ahead.
so because
Hey, why you have 3 Pisces women
all
in
of
here?
us are
You're a Pisces?
I'm a Pisces.
When is your
No.
birthday?
March 8th.
It's the moon tonight.
It is. We are not in retrograde anymore, ladies.
So if we're gonna talk about love, I don't know, but I'm so romantic when it comes to love.
Mm-hmm.
I literally will love a person the minute I
Meet them. Yes.
I can find the most beautiful thing about you.
Yep.
And want to learn more about you.
But
The thing with me wanting to learn more about you and loving who you are, and sometimes, then this has happened to me, I forget about me.
Mm-hmm.
And then you expect that person to love you the way you love them. But sometimes I have exposed so much of myself. I put myself on the back burner and just love. To where now, to me, love is actually became a responsibility that that shit gets on my nerves because, like, why is it so technical? Why is it that we can't be in this room and in this space and love each other, appreciate our space, appreciate our time together, sit down, watch a show? I like
it sounds like
you
quality.
know why?
It sounds like quality.
What
time is your love
happens?
language.
Yeah, that
Everybody,
would be.
because you done showered them with so much. It's like the strong person, right?
Mhm.
Who checks on the strong friend? Who the hell need to love on you if you giving all this love out? You don't need nothing back.
And so when it
And that's
turns
where it is. And then we loving an illusion of a person. See, that's the thing where we got to get it together. This is an illusion. We see that part of you that can be, because we're not looking at you where you physically
We
are,
see the potential.
where you present. Exactly.
We see the potential of where it could
and
be.
it's an
Right.
illusion.
Right.
It's an illusion, because you don't have to step into that. I see the person that you can be, and then we can be so dreamy too, like, oh my gosh, and all we got.
Oh my
and as
gosh.
women, we got to keep it real.
Mhm.
We feel like we can love a person. And when we show them that love, they're going to appreciate it. You know
Right.
why? Because that's what we're going to do.
Mhm.
You love me and you make these sacrifices for me. I'm going to appreciate you, and I'm going to I'm going to compromise. I'm going to make sacrifices for you.
Right.
And therefore, we're looking for the same thing when it's not. We didn't. They ain't show. They did not show us that.
Right. And so I've done that so much, y'all. Until I'm to the point where it's just like,
You're
that
tired.
shit
You're
is
drained.
irritating. And I love you, and me loving you now, it has to be where you got to meet me where I'm at. Like, I'm in this bubble, bitch. You can come over and we can bubble together, or you could just stay out my bubble. Because
Absolutely.
I've loved so much and given so much. Like, y'all talking to a woman who has 7 kids.
Oh, girl, you look
7
amazing.
kids, 2 marriages.
You look amazing.
So it's just like, I'm getting, thank y'all. Wow, y'all so beautiful. Y'all tell me that. Thank you. But I have gotten to this stage where it's just that I have put myself on the back burner so much. So for me, love has become
a chore.
Yeah.
But you know what? With that,
Never stop loving, no.
Yeah, I love everybody. I love birds, trees, love. But I'm just to the point now where I have to find a way to calm down from loving everyone and not loving me as much.
It's
as
like
I
an
should.
anxious.
I will
anxious
put
love
myself,
style, but you got
it depends on your attachment. But it also depends. I often tell people with the love language, it depends on your attachment style too. On, are we anxious? Are we avoidant? Are we disorganized? Or are we secure? 9 times out of 10, we are not secure. But I often tell people you have to. It's more so like we paint red flags green. And we're just like, okay, yeah, I hate that you do this, but I could teach you how not to do this. And we expect people to love us how we love, and that's not the case. We're looking at potential. I always tell people, and I tell myself, bitch, face value. Could you marry this person that you are dating if they stay the same 10 years down the line? And if the answer is no, bitch,
that is not your
Doris.
Let it go. That's the thing. It's almost you got endless amounts of love and then you can deal with so much. And I think that's what, at least I learned that for me. You know what I'm saying? Being a Pisces. And a lot of people are not into the zodiac things and stuff like that. But
she's talking about me, y'all. So
I'm not just you're not the only person. You're the only person in this room.
He acts like a Leo, y'all. He acts like a Leo.
Oh, he's a Leo?
Yeah.
But I can't talk because I got Leo places.
My best friend is a Leo. He's
So let me cook on y'all for a second. Cook with y'all for a second.
I hope it's good
Cook with y'all.
food.
Nah,
What you
Please?
cooking?
You know what I'm saying? I gotta refine.
go to dinner.
Right, I gotta refine palate for y'all. You understand?
Okay. Well,
So this is what I've been understanding. Like, we have very westernized concepts of what love and things are. We've always been, these ideas didn't come to you. These aren't organic. We got told what love and romance is supposed to be. And like what you were saying, Ms. Dot, as far as, it became mature, that's because we want desire to do something only discipline can inform you on. Love is a discipline. And when in love is something you do when it's not fun. Just like when you go to the gym. When I go to the gym, I had to learn, like, I was avoiding doing core workouts for a very long time. I didn't like doing it. It doesn't feel comfortable. It hurts. And it, you know what I'm saying? But the core is where everything expands from. If I don't take care of the core, it doesn't matter how nice my arms are. It doesn't matter how nice my back is. If I'm not taking care of the core, that's where free radicals, as far as cancers, form the fastest. That's where a lot of your guttural issues start stemming
your
from.
gut is your second brain.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're not taking care of that core, then you're not taking care of all the other things fail because you failed to do that.
You're gonna
But that's
overcompensate.
discipline. And I had to do the part that I didn't want to do because it needed to be done. And I couldn't wait till I felt like doing it. You know what I'm saying? So if you're waiting for loving somebody right to feel right, then you're never gonna do it. You're gonna find all of the things. Discipline does what it has to be done because it just has to be done. Love, like I love my kids, just like how angry I was at my daughter before we went live, but I didn't get off my pivot because I just didn't feel like doing it. I was angry. You're like, yo, it just has to be done. That's discipline. It has to be done. It doesn't matter how you feel. And I was pissed the whole process, but then until the relief came, okay, it's good. But so imagine loving your partner, or imagine that your partner is loving you through that process of you being intolerable at a moment. And they have to do that, or you have to love somebody through their intolerable moments.
Yeah.
But discipline does that. Desire doesn't do that.
Yeah, that's
Because
what the commitment is.
because if you're worried about desire, by the end of that moment, now you're gonna have resentment because you've taken me out of my desire, and now I see you in some sort of phase that doesn't necessarily ingratiate me on you. I don't like that part of you. But if it's like, yo, this is just what had to be done. This is just the moment. The moment passed. I love my daughter. That's the overarching part of this. I love my daughter. And I'm going to do even what makes me upset it takes to do to support her. We don't look at each other like that. The minute I got to do something that takes me out of my desire, it takes me out of this endless loop of the concept of being dated and pursued and all this other stuff, then I start to become disillusioned with who you are. And I lose the desire for you. Discipline, who was the person that just showed me their 99, 95-year-old relationship, love, parent, grandparents? That was you? You think they liked each other for 95 years? You think for 95 years that was my motherfucker? That's right. You know, because what was that called? Because you know what that was called? Discipline.
It was commitment.
You know what I'm saying? When we go out this, I don't care what we said in here. When we leave here, it's us. You know what I'm saying? I forget who said that is if it's me against the world, it's us against the world, and it's just you and me.
Yeah.
Big crit.
But
It's just, you know what I'm saying? And go ahead. No, please.
everybody loves differently. Every relationship is different. And so that's why I don't believe we should stick to societal norms. You should stick to what works for you in
right.
your relationship. And that's where a lot of compromise comes into play. I believe I'm kind of old fashioned but new at the same time. I want my man to be the head of the relationship. Like, I don't want to use my brain cells when I'm with you, because what are you here for? You know?
Wrong.
I do. I want him. I want to be able to look at. I want to be able to back him. Like, yeah. What my man said. Whatever.
Of course, but
at
I don't
the end of the day, it's like, because I don't want to overwork you either. I want you just as safe as I want to feel. I want you to feel just as safe. I want you to know that you don't have to overexert yourself, because what the hell am I here for? You know what I'm saying? And so for me, like, yeah, absolutely lead, but listen, I'm too opinionated to not want to use my brain. I want to use. Hey, I want you to. I want us to submit to one another.
But I think that's
I want to know
where
when to shut up. I shut up, baby. You got it. All right, let me let you bump your head, because guess what? When I'm feeling how I'm feeling, you gonna have to watch me bump my head too, and I'ma still want you to be here for me.
it's all about teamwork. And so if we have a relationship where, if like I put it like this, it's like I'm blindfolded and we're walking in the woods. So technically, I'm cautious about, like, I'm like, okay, I don't want to bump into any trees. If you're leading me and I'm allowing you to lead with my blindfold on, and I keep bumping into trees, I'm gonna take it off, because now I don't trust you. Now you're not a safe space for me, and now I can just walk by myself because I got my own set of eyes. But at the end of the day, I was talking to this guy. He was like, we both work long hours, right? I really, you could cook something. You could cook something. Cause what? Like first, cause first off, if you want me to have all of these duties and responsibilities, we got a bigger problem at hand. Cause what are you doing? What are you doing for me?
Because I thought dating would be like, when I explained it to my kids, I'm like, you need to do something for us. Okay, it's cool to go out to eat and find out what's their favorite food and all that. Allergies, cool. Getting to know someone. So, but bring them into your hobbies. Take them, go to the park, go to basketball. You know, those type of things. So you
guys
can
have to become a part of each other's world.
But nowadays, these men want
They don't
service. They like, okay, I'm buying grocery. I'm coming over with my grocery. Can you cook this?
Yeah,
like,
they don't court you anymore.
No, they putting you to work.
But that's where you have to set your boundaries. They very seldom. Like, I'm like, okay, so if I meet, let's say, okay, for instance, I met this guy at a day party and he was like, oh, you know, I want to take you out Friday. To me, word is bond. If you say you're going to take me out Friday, I say, no, you're not. He was like, yes, I am. I saw how he was dressed. I was like, no, you're not. And he was like, yes, I am. I said, all right, prove me wrong. Friday came. Chipper chapper, talking. I'm like, all right.
You already know.
You doing too much. You doing too much talking for me. So I said, hey, guess what? And then men nowadays, they ask you for money. I don't know what that is about, but that's the quickest way to get. That's the quickest way to get blocked.
Man, that's for money.
Yeah.
What's going on
They be
here?
wanting money.
Wait a minute.
Ooh.
But
I have not had that. Maybe the way that I carry myself, I don't know. I have
I
not
think
had
when
that.
when you're I don't know, but some people, I guess, are you running into the right people?
I think when you,
But
maybe want money.
I'm intentional too, you know, and I carry a certain face. I'm a certain way, and see, I think I learned that I had to have a level of seriousness and conceal a certain part of me because I'm a giver. I'm not gonna lie. I will give. If I hear you talking about something, if we there, I'm gonna give. You ain't even gonna have to ask because I feel like I want to treat you how I want to be.
But here's the thing, though.
But
Go ahead.
yeah, it's like asking me. Nah, I haven't been running into that type of.
I mean, there. I have to give it to her. I heard the phrase before, but she definitely cooked on it yesterday. Yeah, there are homosexuals outside. HOBO. I don't want to get canceled for that one. And these are homeless Negroes that need to put out or get out.
listen, I tell you, they'll put that dick down.
I work around men. Like, I literally have sat at tables with guys and they giving each other advice. And I'm like, y'all don't see I'm right here. They be like, yeah, man, I'm going through it. I can't pay my car note and this and this and that. And the man to tell them, well, you know what? You just need a good woman. That woman is now going to fix that financial problem, your place to stay. You just need somebody there with you to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Women become servants.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but you don't understand why, though, right?
Why is that?
You don't understand? Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some pimping
You
in it.
can't.
Please.
Let me put some pimping in it. Let me tell you. Because we believed y'all. Because I grew up with my mother who said she didn't need a man.
Who? I never said that.
I grew up with a mother who said I was strong and independent. I grew up with a woman, and I believed all those words because I trust my mother. My mother got me here.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I believe that. I don't even believe that from a place of hate. I believe that from a place of facts. Like, my mom is my mother, and I mean that specifically, mom.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in my lowest moments, my mother came and got me.
Okay.
And and that is proven fact.
So mommy's got.
You know what I'm saying? So then now, because, like, who are you gonna be? You know what I'm saying? Just like women who have great fathers, right? Men hate women with great fathers. It's like,
Really?
because she gonna throw that nigga in his face every 15 seconds.
It ain't me. It's like the niggas have turned into baddies.
Look, let her cook for a second, please. If you got a great father, my daddy don't talk to me like that. My daddy don't do this.
And I'm not necessarily. It's more of how I've come to understand a man because of my father being so present.
That's dope.
Now, if you come in and you one of these macho chest, hey, bro, chill out, cause
Right.
yeah,
So
my daddy done taught me X, Y. Now, humble yourself now.
right. So
But
But then now, if
it's
I
not
don't
to
have,
compare to make you
but
feel.
if I'm a man and I don't have a mother, I don't have a father. You know what I'm saying? All I have is a mother, and I was taught when shit gets hard, I can go to a woman. And then you got grown men in their 20s, 30s, and 40s.
It's true.
Who believe that exactly? So then you're sitting around the table with a bunch of men who believe in their mothers.
Hell yeah.
And
But
they
then
looking
you gotta
around, and
understand and
unfortunately,
look at
they
your
run
mother.
around looking for their mamas.
But did your mama had any hurt? And see, that's why I try to be transparent with my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You have to be, this day and age, you really have to be transparent because the goal is not to raise the kids up on the same trauma that we had. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure, and I noticed that too with the age difference. A lot of women, once they got hurt back in the days, they didn't get another man. They didn't get another man. It was like, all right, let me figure this out. And I think that they were too fragile and too broken. I think that society has changed, and now the age has changed now to where we gonna keep loving. We gonna try that shit again. That shit ain't work. You ain't about to stop me. Hey, what's up? Next. And see, that's the type of mother that I've had. You know, it ain't work. Think I what? All right, babe, you ain't did what you was supposed to do. Let me move on. But I've always been able to read emotions and why are they showing up as this? Because a lot of the times what you show up as is not what you really feeling.
Right.
It is a coping mechanism because you can't give up. You know what I'm saying? When you have kids, you can't give up. So yeah, you can see that, and yeah, my mama taught me this, but you mean you ain't heard your mama crying behind them doors not one night about nothing? Like and so to me, I'm very transparent. I have sons. I talk to them about certain things. Guess what? If I got to cry, I'm gonna cry. I'm not gonna put that on them. But at the end of the day, you got to understand the role that you can play and how you can be a detriment to a woman or how you can be a help to a woman. And so I think that is important this day and age when we raising our kids and just being able to look at the bigger picture, look at everything and not just what is on the surface. It's deeper than what's on the surface.
But you also got to think that when people, I'm being independent because I ain't got no fucking choice. Nigga. We all gotta
Exactly.
eat. How else? If I give up now, who gonna put food on
I
the
can't
table?
fail you. And a lot of the times, I'm going to be honest, speaking from a place where I've been, sometimes those insecurities, when you look at the type of man that you've chosen to have a child with, your insecurities is speaking and you feel like you need to cover that. You know what I'm saying? So you overcompensate for your fuck ups, for where you feel wrong and where you messed up. So then we will overcompensate. Oh, I'm strong, because you hear that voice talking to you and like, no, I can't. You just really trying to outdo it. You know what I'm saying? And then you overcompensate and you're showing something, but it's like you ain't even sat down and you ain't healed and you ain't even went over that stuff yet because you're just trying to brush past it, because if you actually sit in it, you're going to break.
But I think what you're saying is really dope, because I think what happens is I think I can be me enough for two people, especially because everybody here is a parent. So, and a single parent at that. And I think I could be me enough to compensate for a whole nother motherfucker, and that's where the ego comes in.
Because you take on.
You take on.
It's taking accountability. I don't even think it's necessarily ego. Sometimes it's like, whoa, I don't want to fail this kid. I've had that. You know what I'm saying? Dang, I don't want to fail this kid. So I'm gonna do everything in my will. I chose this man. I chose to lay up with him. You know what I'm saying? Although I can't change that. He was saying one thing when we was doing the do, or however the case may be, but then he changed it up when, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Circumstances in life got real. Shit got real, and he changed up who he was. So then, like I said, it's almost like,
I got
dang.
a question.
Yes. Yes.
Do women realize how y'all change up?
Absolutely.
I definitely knew when I changed.
Absolutely.
But not on some because he was horrible. Like some of y'all change up on some foulness. Like it be because dudes change. We could talk about how dudes change up. When we in that and we trying to get to whatever, you know what I mean. And we say a lot of shit and we don't stand on that. And there's a lot of times when women in certain moments say a lot of things and don't stand on it. You know what I'm saying? And can sabotage, well-intentioned men, because nobody's perfect and nobody's even great.
Right.
But there are men out here who meant well, and in your creation of your narrative, there's a lot of men, and for men, there's a lot of women that we burn through.
But you know,
In order to go ahead.
Not everybody's meant to be your fucking partner. At the end of the day, some people
Yeah,
are meant to be my friend.
And they're learning lessons.
Our
too.
relationship, our compatibility might be there, but it might be a compatibility as friends.
But if
not
you burn,
as
but if you burn
partners.
that person, like I gotta take responsibility for that. If me and you are only meant to be friends, but we came in that relationship and I fucked some shit up, and now there's some issues that you
Resentment.
have. There's some identity issues. There's some personal narratives. You know, you went through a lot fucking with me.
Yeah.
And then now you told yourself I would never go through this shit again, but somehow Jive got in and got me doing, and now I fucked up your perception of you, and now I was like, well, you know what, we're just really good as friends. That doesn't settle what happened to you.
Yeah,
Now
baby.
But you got men who do that too.
Right.
Oh, we better off as friends because
I
you
just
don't
said that
want-
was me. I said that was me to her. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like I did that shit to her, and
That's
she.
so
and if I just get to go like, well, you know what? I learned that we're just good friends, and then I don't have to come back and like with any accountability. I don't have to come back with any sort of, any sort of recipe, rebuilding. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to come back and go, look, this is what I was going through. This is who I was.
Right.
This is what I wanted you to believe because this is what I wanted from you. It wasn't you. It was me. I remember I saw this thing where there was a guy who robbed a bank, and he robbed the bank, and he robbed the bank at gunpoint, and it was a white woman and a black dude, and the white woman was petrified of black men because of what happened, right? He got out of jail. He's a different person, but he never thought to come back and just talk to this lady. They sat down and he said, look, I was never going to shoot you. And he explained his backstory. Like, I really needed this money for these kids. I was going through all this other shit. There was no way in the world I was going to shoot you. But I needed you to believe I was going to shoot you because the desperation I was going
Right.
through.
Right.
I needed the word.
I needed this to. I needed you to believe me.
Right.
And she ended up opening up his bank account for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that was healing in that moment.
Yeah.
So if I just go, well, you know, I just needed the money, and then walk away, that doesn't heal what you're going through. That doesn't
Right.
give you closure. So I think a lot of women, from my perspective, because I've only been a man, I'm informed that you can change, but I've only been one. Like, there are a lot of women who burn through me, and then when I hear their self-concept of themselves, they're not talking about what happened to me. They're not talking about where I'm at and what I had to relearn and re-educate and heal for myself. When I hear y'all talk about yourself, the dude that y'all fucked over, because everybody has one or two, that's not a part of y'all narrative.
I think so with people that I know that I have kind of a little foul against, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't always been this, right? But I always I'm such a softie. I always tend to go back and be like, I'm so sorry that this happened to you. Let me tell you where I was mentally. Let me tell you where I was emotionally. I
If you're
shouldn't have
willing to
did that.
listen, right?
Yeah, because my bad. Like, I can't take the past, but what I can do is apologize and make it better. My college sweetheart, I ruined that poor boy, and I feel so bad that he is who he is now. But I'm like, hey, nigga, go to therapy. I had to, like, like,
But that's
I'm
real.
sorry, but I apologized to him, and he came in town during homecoming. It was last year before last, whatever, and we were communicating. Like, he was like, okay, I'm gonna stop by. Okay, cool. We saw each other. As soon as we hugged, he was like, yeah, I can't do this. I gotta go. And I was like, damn, I must have really broke this nigga. Like, my
It
bad.
brought back a lot,
So,
right.
yeah, so I really had to apologize and, be like, I gotta eat this. I really did that. And I'm very careful and I'm very impeccable with my words. I'm very intentional with my actions because I would never want nobody else to feel like that. And because of that, now I'm just like, okay, I want to treat people how I want to be treated. But that's a part of growth. That's a part of development. You kind of have to go through the growing pains to get to the beautiful flower. Flowers don't create just because they are here, they bloom. You got to go through the muddy parts. You got to go through the dirt, the trials, the tribulation. Clock that.
And they fragile. But yeah, I mean,
First of all, that's her thing. You're taking her thing.
What do the kids say?
you.
What do the kids say then? Eat that.
Eat that.
No, what? No, what do the kids say?
I don't know.
I don't know. What you cook? You was cooking.
All
You was
I know
cooking?
is
You cooking
all I know
it.
You
is
cooked a little
Cliqu'd.
bit. That's why ain't nobody saying
Cliqu'd
nothing. Ain't nobody saying nothing.
But me personally, I've never apologized at all.
Oh damn, you one of those Pisces.
I'm being real.
I mean, at least you kept it funky. You know what I'm saying?
Because
Wow.
you will do one fucked up thing and I'm gone, and that's it. Because it's just the way I was brought up. Like, you don't owe anybody anything. You're walking in life. You're learning in life. You're gonna get different experiences. So if that person can't give you what you need, it's not a bad thing to selfishly take care of you. They call it selfish, but it's taking care of you and protecting you and just going for what you want. Love is experiences. You're experiencing different people. I really don't feel like I owe anybody an apology. Like, fuck that. I gave y'all a good time. It was what it was. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't see where I could have possibly did something so bad to someone to where I felt like I had to go back and apologize. It was just like, this shit not gonna work.
But that's a vulnerability too.
And
You
I'm
have.
out.
Are you
I
afraid to be?
think that's
Are
the
you afraid?
ego job.
Are you
Are
you afraid to be vulnerable?
I don't even think it's that. Now, I probably will say this. I have been so open in love. Like, let me tell you, like the first time I fell in love, because I'm on good terms with it. I don't even want to go there. But the first time I was in love, I was so open. You couldn't tell me nothing. I look at that man and be like, oh my God, I think this is how Jesus looked. I mean, I'm so real. I was like,
Ready to kiss his feet.
Jesus.
I love it. Mhm.
And he took me to the devil. Like, that child
Lord.
drugged me
To the gate
from
to hell.
left to right to left, boom, 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 boom. And then it came to the point where he started softening up.
Mhm.
And my chest, I don't know if he taught me how to just stick
Yeah.
my chest out. Because now he's soft and I can't
Sometimes
accept
it's
it.
too late.
Yeah, I can't accept it. So it's like I literally
We be on different
held
timelines.
on to this dude until I had the strength to just be like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, I can't do that.
And that's selfish as shit. But like, I don't apologize for it because I felt like you got what you needed.
I
out of
don't
me.
feel like that is selfish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Not if he drug you. I don't feel like that
I
is
just-
selfish.
I
You
did
weren't ready
the-
to let go.
I wasn't ready to let go until I held him until I was ready to let go. Even if he felt like he was ready to love me, I was like, fuck that. I'm
You
out.
had the chance.
But see, I was a
though.
selfish. I was a
Yeah.
selfish one in the relationship. Like he took you to the gates, pits of hell. I took
Girl.
Buddy to the pits of hell. So
See, I
Yeah.
never had a chance to do that
Yeah.
to people. I've never really. It's almost like the villain. Like, you will turn me into the villain, but when I come into your life, I'm very open with you.
no, you see,
I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna paint your walls. You ever been on vacation before? What's your wardrobe? What colognes do you like?
Right.
Like, I'm all in it.
for sure.
But once you have done something to just like trigger me, it's like, you know
But
what?
you know,
I don't know how to turn it off.
the issue
You
was
shouldn't have did that.
The issue
because I
was-
gave you too many
I
warnings.
can't see you in another life.
Yeah.
And I will-
Buddy cheated. Buddy cheated,
Me?
and that's when I turned into.
Oh.
That's when I turned into my villain area.
yeah, I
villain
don't like
era.
that cheating shit.
Once he did that, I was just like, I told him I wanted to talk to him. I was gonna tell this nigga I love him, right?
Mhm.
I was like, I was like, I said we need to talk. He was like, okay. And as soon as he come to the computer lab, I'll never forget it. He was like, it's over. I was like, nigga, what the fuck?
Like, hold on.
I said, wait a minute. I said, wait, what? He was like, yeah. I said it first. I was like, so he walked away. And then he ended, and so I texted him. I was like, you dummy, do you know that I was going to tell you I love you? Like, I was going to break up. He's like, you said you need to talk. I was like, yeah, because I needed to talk. Like, what? So then but then that was like maybe 2 days later. Within the 48-hour period, this man now went and fucked off on somebody. And so I saw it in his phone when we rekindled, we drinking, go through the phone kept going off. I'm like, what? Why is somebody texting you this late? I go through the phone. I'm like, bet, it's over. and now this man snot nose tears with a poster board at Savannah State University talking about some Alexis, I'm sorry. I thought that I was like, nigga, are
Men
you
are
serious?
so different.
But now I give forewarnings. Once you fuck me over, once you piss me off in our relationship, you lie, you cheat, you whatever.
Yeah.
You're not the version you get of me now, which is caring, loving, submissive, sweet, giving. You're not gonna get that version of me no more. You're gonna get street licks, and I'm not gonna give a fuck about you. I'm gonna put you through the ringer. So the best thing you could do is go about your business.
I like to get on my high horse. I like to be nice, nasty. Like, yeah, that shit gonna kill. What he say? You're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
But I give everybody the forewarning.
You can think that you got a chance. No, how you doing? Yeah.
I'm gonna make you feel it in your chest. You gonna end up. I had a couple of niggas sliding down the wall. You're no different.
Yeah.
I had somebody sliding down the dumpster outside the club.
Outside the club is so specific. I think you're telling the truth.
I'm so serious right now.
But hold on. To be fair, Sean, when you walked away, I told Jive, I said, Jive, she dragging the wagon, ain't it? Because what the hell? I be sliding down the dumpster too.
Yeah, girl.
Yo, the mic off, baby.
Yeah.
So for me, like, I got all my kids, so you know what I'm saying. I still got people to come home to. Like, I've been so jaded by the process, man. Like, I feel like I remember when 50 said something about one of his relationships failing, and he was like, "Man, I've lost people." They talking about the death. I lost people that I've thought the world of, and I'm still here.
Yeah.
And I remembered that, like, you know what? I've lost people. You know what I'm saying? To war, to all kinds of shit. So who are you really? And that really doesn't even let me connect to women the way I probably should, because like, I've lost people that I still cry about.
Right.
Who are you? Who there's so many people who
That
think they're
sound
so
like ego to
they
me.
think
No, he
because what you're thinking are everybody walks around, especially in this culture, with the main person syndrome. Everybody thinks they're everybody else's main person. Like, you think you're my number one character, I'm still me.
Right.
When you leave, I still gotta be
I have
me.
to be me, right?
You know what I'm saying? So how do you get to walk into my life, become my main character, and then when you leave, I gotta be sliding down a wall? Absolutely.
Yeah, I've been hurt to where I said I'll never let anybody hurt me the way that I've been hurt before, and I will never. I've learned to love me to the point to where I won't lose myself, and I'm able. I had a detachment issue, and that is something that I had to realize about myself.
Right.
I didn't know how to detach because I value relationships, and I know that we are human and we're not perfect, and people are going to make mistakes, and so I'm willing to let you make these mistakes. But damn, how many? If I'm sitting you down and I'm talking to you about this, hey, this hurts me when you do X, Y, Z. Like, come on, this is how I perceive it. I know this may not be what you are thinking. You're making me perceive how I'm perceiving you, and this may not even be your intentions, but I need you to look at what you're doing. This may have not been an issue in the past because they may not have loved you the way that I love you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all could have just been doing y'all thing, but I need you to understand, for me, this is a major issue. You know,
But some men don't care. They literally. I have people sit in my chair and they'll be like, "She ain't going nowhere." Oh, those are the thoughts.
see,
Okay.
no, but see, a woman, no, they get comfortable, but a woman will actually show them that. You got to be a little bit mean to these men.
Yeah.
You have to. I don't
gotta set
care
your
how
boundaries.
soft you are. Exactly, men, and if you look at it, the mean girls
break
be the
something else in
main
here?
ones. The main ones who they running after, because men like the chase. They
That's
like
true.
the hunt.
I
They like.
don't know.
So when you give them that total,
Excuse me,
access-
ma'am. Those is niggas. I'm a grown ass man, dog. I don't got time to be chasing. Like,
Nah.
what is it? I don't chase shit but my
You
liquor.
ain't got time to even
know what I'm
pump
saying?
nobody gas. So
yeah. Real talk.
Hello, sister.
like, bro, we
Real
gotta-
talk. Like, I don't. What?
ain't
I'm not
included.
from. I'm not. Like, I've
You
been
don't have
down
to be
here.
from the South to be a
I've
gentleman.
been like, but that's not what we call gentlemen up north. Like, for real.
So
for
what do
real.
you
Like,
call a gentleman?
What-
like, because for me, like, I need competence. And just like you're always looking for little small ways to show a man as a leader, I need to I'm looking for the small ways to see you competent.
How?
Do you know how to get up and make moves when I'm not around?
Yes, but my whole
do you
thing
know
is
how to
we're
make
just
moves?
You gotta
even,
get us
but do you
comfortable
but do you
enough
know
to show
I don't
you
gotta
that.
do nothing.
But if we're just
because the
meeting,
that's
situation
why you're by yourself.
that's called discipline. Like I remember I was dating this girl from Jersey, right? And we was sitting at the table. We was at dinner, and she didn't know what I was doing, but I was just like, you know what? I had all the money in the world. I just said, hey, I left my wallet. Do you mind paying for it? She said, oh, nothing, no problem. And she just reached in her pocket and bring it. I was like, I just needed to see.
what? That's not anything.
You know what I'm saying? But for here, I needed to know where your heart was.
Right.
And your heart wasn't in resentment. Your heart wasn't in this is a grade against me. Your heart was, that's what's happening. This is what we're doing.
Right.
My mother, like I grew up with a mother who was very accomplished. My mother retired as the HR authority for like one of the top VAs in this country. You feel what I'm saying? But I never heard my mother say anything like the reason why I became successful because niggas ain't shit, because your daddy ain't shit. I didn't hear none of that
no.
resentment.
Says
My
that.
mother was successful
It's a
because
lot of women that talk.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
a lot of
I've
women.
seen it, but no.
But question, real
I
quick.
never bring them down.
Let me tell Dot what we
Go
talked
ahead,
about.
yeah,
So
go ahead.
yesterday, right, last night, I was like, some men make me sick. They try to talk to you at the gas station, and you see me pumping my gas. I'm not asking you to pay for it, but you see me pumping it. You staring at me. and instead of being like, sweetheart, don't touch that, I'll pump your gas for you, my name's so and so, which has happened before one time out of the many times. I hate pumping gas.
Right.
But my whole thing is, if you see me, you trying to talk to me, you see I'm pumping gas, don't wait until I'm finished to talk to me because you're gonna piss me off.
That's
And he said,
He was like, I ain't pumping your gas.
see, that's what.
that's
no,
That's a
let's
down south thing.
gonna let
He
you do
said
all the
that's what
work.
be-
Guess what? If you're not getting my number, I'm glad
Yeah, now
I'm
let
glad
you
his
do all the work.
I'm glad his mic off because we gonna keep.
Oh, you better pump that gas.
Turn your mic on.
pump my gas. I literally hit the thing, took the little handle, and walk away. You mean to tell me that's such a psychological
Oh my
effect
God.
for you that in the presence of a penis, you forget how to function?
And that's why you don't get my number.
Nobody's
You feel me?
saying we forgetting how to function.
You know what I'm
It's
saying? Like, if
you want that soft girl, then be a gentleman.
but then that's the
we
same.
want to
But
know that you're not going to sit in the damn car while we get out and go pay for the gas, and you just sitting there.
I don't know why you dating a nigga.
you
You know what I'm
know-
saying? Like,
But I
He's
will.
not getting it.
I will say, like, listen, because even what's his name? Even Terrence opened the door.
you got a new tattoo or something? What's going on?
No, even Terrence opened the door.
Oh,
So-
wow.
First of
Why
all,
can't
first of all, I do close the door, open the door for you. Don't play like what I'm saying. I'm just some Neanderthal. but for real.
Some more masculine energy in
You know what I'm saying? I know how to be. I know how to be a gentleman. But here's the thing, man. If you don't let it be a gift and it turns into an expectation, that turns
Right.
into a job. I'm not working for you. You're not my employer.
We're supposed to work
You feel
for
me?
each other.
We're
though.
supposed to.
Yeah.
There's a difference between work and effort.
I ain't gonna lie.
If you,
Ooh,
I'm
tomatoes,
cool
tomatoes.
with
I
effort.
mess with you, but it sounds like
Tomatoes,
you been-
tomatoes.
It sounds like you had some lazy women, and
I mean, you sounded like a
for real, you
soldier.
sound a little
I'm
bit.
sorry, what?
You
You sound
Wait,
a
wait,
little
wait.
bit
One at a time. One at a
bitter.
time. One at a time.
You're a soldier. You sound like you're treating love like it's a battlefield.
So to me,
Wait. I
he
want
sound-
her to explain. Let her expand.
The
Expand.
reason why I say you're treating love like a battlefield because it's like you're feeling challenged. Like you're not going
Uh-huh.
to take advantage of me. You're gonna man up. You're gonna do this because if I wasn't around, you're gonna
You
have
have to do it on
this.
your own.
But no,
So-
because I need a competent person in my life, right? You know what I'm saying? So if just like a king needs a queen, if I go off to battle, you run this kingdom.
So what happened?
If
But
you
you're not
don't know
going
how
out
to
to-
run this thing,
Yo.
if I can't see you run it, how do I trust you running it when I leave?
Where
you
do
say,
we
Roy?
win? Because if we are independent and too independent,
I don't need independence. I need
then
self-sufficient.
it turns into like, oh, you don't need a man. You're not submissive enough. So
I don't think men. I'm going to give y'all this. I think men overplay submissiveness because what they call submissive is really subjugation, and men really want y'all to be at a state where y'all are like pretending to be incapacitated without them because they don't understand. Like they get threatened by your capacity. Y'all gotta stop dating men who are threatened by your capacity. Because the minute you show an ability to do something, well, what you gonna need me for? Like, what are you, mister? Like, what is the matter with
But
you?
you sound like you're saying the same thing.
No, I'm
though.
not. What I'm saying is,
What I'm saying is, why
no,
why
I'm saying
gonna
no.
pump your gas? You know what I'm
No,
saying?
what I'm saying is, there are moments, and I get, what romance is, but there are certain, when we get past that, I need pragmatism. I need to see work. I need to see what this looks like. Because if you want me for the rest of your life, I need to know what this is going to work like.
So do you want
You feel me?
what I see from
Go ahead.
him?
Go ahead.
I
Go ahead.
see hurt. I see.
Me too.
I see a man that has not been healed from some type of hurt in his past.
So I'm
And
not
now-
allowed to have
hold on,
my
no,
wait,
let me
because what you're doing, no, wait, because I
I'm
see what
not
you're doing.
done.
Because what you're doing is
But I
you're
wasn't-
tying to everything that I have to like some
Aw,
sort of pathology, right? And I'm not allowed to have
Okay,
like
my girl.
everybody has their expectations. And if I have expectations, they must come from hurt. When you have expectations, they come from values and they come from moral whatever.
Can I finish?
I'm not allowed to have my
Can I
moral.
finish?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can I finish?
Can I finish? Go ahead.
Thank you. I feel like he's coming from a place of hurt. And the only reason I say that is because when we get hurt, we set certain stipulations, we set certain boundaries, and we don't budge from them. Because the last lady hurt me because
When
she
I
did
let my
X,
guard down.
right? Because she did X, Y, and Z. Not everybody is your ex, and that is why that's
Boy,
the
QBR, we
important-
see you in the chat.
And we've been hurt too, and so it's almost like the same thing that you're looking for. We're looking for that softness too. You want to see that softness, but sometimes it's like, again, if we're looking for that man to be that leader, then show me that you want to have that softness with me. It's not the fact that we're going to challenge you. We can open up way more, but you know how many times a woman has opened up to a man and she has let them down. You know what I'm saying? And it comes to that. It's like, okay, I'm willing to do it, but he got to show me that it's worth it again, because we know how much we can lose ourselves. A man might lose themselves, but they might not look like it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to keep going. Y'all, I feel as if men are built to deal with harsher physical conditions, but women can deal with harsher mental conditions. And then we have to get a little bit tougher, get a little bit stronger when it comes to certain things. So when it's almost like, I found, and then we can get comfortable with being with ourselves. And it's like, because it's so much. Once I give, I give. And then I give. And then it's like, well, damn, I look up. What the fuck? Where am I? How did I even get here? It's because, as she said, we'll be to lose ourselves and put ourselves on the back burner for that man. You have to understand what type of woman it is that you have. Men are so wooed by a fucking appearance that they don't allow to see. They don't even get to see a woman's heart because, man, what's in them drawers?
I literally, you know what? Jive, we literally talked about that earlier today. We said that
You cooked a little bit.
I don't know if you gotta be careful because you don't know if a man wants you for lust or love.
Exactly.
And you gotta really take your time. That's why I don't have sex off bat. Like you gotta let this marinate a little bit to let me see if you even really like fuck with me or not, or if I even like you or if you like me. Because I'm a little weird. I might look nice on the outside, but can you handle my
Baby,
quirkiness?
you a Pisces. We all weird.
So I agree with you 100% because
This was supposed to happen.
because I had a conversation with a lady, Lady Bria. She was in here. And she was just like, go
Can I
ahead.
say one thing? Roy said that the live is messing up on Cliqu'd.
It's messing
And
up.
he said, "What's up, everybody?"
Oh.
Roy
It's
said,
messing
"What's
up?
up?"
Hold on.
Yeah, he's saying that it's messing up on.
Let's see.
So
Let me
what?
see. Hold on. Let me do a little. Let me look.
He wants to. He has some comments. He got some things he need to say.
Well, please say them, brother. Hit a comment. I don't necessarily. It looks great on my end. I'm looking at the internet. Joints look everything.
I noticed that it lags too, because even when I was putting up comments and stuff the other day.
I mean, there's gonna be a lag because it's not
Yeah.
coming straight from here. It's going, coming back around.
cool.
So yeah, there's that natural lag. But Roy, you in the chat, man? Talk to us. So here's my thing. Yeah, men are simple, and I started with that. So we look at women and we do something. I don't know how women do it, and I imagine y'all do it, but we do it differently, possibly. But we idealize y'all, and we idealize y'all face. Like when y'all talk about face value, there's nothing more face value than what you look like. And we look at you and imagine all the shit. And we do it for you.
What is all the shit?
Like, oh
Like
man,
they undress you.
They undress
with
you
their eyes
with the sex, the picket fence. What like we do?
So they already know.
But so here's the thing though.
where.
But here's the thing though. Good people and bad people want good people for the same reason. A good man would still want sex. A good woman still wants some financial security.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? But so does the bad guy. So does the bad. But the problem is what we're attracted to and who we show up for tells us more about who we are than who the person is that came. Because there are the dudes that y'all call the lames. There are the girls that we call
I
green.
like lames.
And then we don't move for them like we move for the problem. For the city girl, for the hood nigga, we don't move like that. And sure, and I say this all the time, maybe we're in the room and we're the small minority, but we're not at where we are as a culture because everybody makes the greatest decisions. We're at where we're at. We got so many, uncommitted relationships, uncommitted parenting situations because we were not making the greatest decisions. We got to own that.
Yeah.
I don't have 4 children by 3 different women because I'm the greatest at picking women or I'm the greatest at showing up for the women that I pick.
And
we just got to be like,
why we're kind of saying what she's saying.
Right.
You know that, so you don't want to make those mistakes again.
Right. So, but
And
then,
you know
but
what
maybe,
you
but
gave
so
back
then,
then.
I don't call every learned response a trauma response.
No.
I learned something from that last relationship. I'm not
Not saying
traumatized.
it's
So you're
traumatized,
like
but you
organized.
hard.
You still hurt.
You still hard.
Hurt and trauma are 2 different things.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm not, and maybe I came to, you know what?
Okay, Josh.
I came to some. I'm damn near 50.
And
You know what I'm saying? I like you know I'm not.
Age don't have. Age
But
really
I've
don't
lived
have no-
long enough.
It's
Like
rough.
when I've been divorced for longer than some of y'all have been adults.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm grown. When I see my ex-wife, there's no bitterness. There's nothing there. When we walk into a room together, that's settled math.
I understand.
When we
that.
see each other, like, oh, I know what happened. You know what happened. We here. Our children got children.
But
Yeah,
that
I'm
helps
not
us
here.
build up walls.
know what I'm saying?
We're
So-
not saying that it's trauma. It helps you build up walls. It helps you be like, I'm not willing to be as
Vulnerable.
vulnerable, compassionate. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Or-
as easily moved to
Like you gotta
be
prove
that
with
gentleman.
him. You gotta prove yourself before he lets
And I'm not
guards
doing
down.
that.
You gotta prove that you are not a gold digger. You gotta prove that
I'm
you
not
are
doing that.
self-efficient. You have to prove
Yes.
that you want him before he. Now
Because
this
he
is just
feels
what
like
I'm seeing.
me too, my observation too. Oh, you feel like you entitled.
Right.
You know, no, it's not gosh.
I wanna be soft
Lee.
with you.
I didn't even get a chance
Be
to
soft
show
with
you
me.
what I get to
No,
be.
I'm not.
And
Like,
I don't
first
even
of all,
want
this
to
is
at
this is not
point.
like this is not Squid Games, right? I'm not a Squid Games nigga. I'm just saying I'm watching you. I don't expect nothing. That would be my entitlement. I don't expect nothing. I'm just watching.
But as
And
a
you
person,
be- and
we-
you-
we're,
and
we're
then you-
entitled to have expectations. and
Woo
you
me,
should.
nigga.
Yeah,
Woo
so then, but
me.
then, what y'all just said that my expectations are traumas, triggers, and all this other. I'm just saying,
No,
like, look,
that's not what
look.
we
I'm just
said.
saying, like, I sit on the end of what I'm looking for,
Job
and you sit
hearing
on
what
the
you
end of
wanna
what you're
hear.
looking for.
So,
And if what you're looking for doesn't match what I'm looking for, and vice versa, I have no problems with going. All right, this is just not going to be what it is. That doesn't bother me.
I'm not.
Y'all don't. I don't think y'all like men who have those value
No,
sets.
I think that the issue is you are listening to respond and not listening to
Oh my
understand.
God, y'all love catchphrases, don't y'all?
Okay, well, guess what? My favorite.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I heard you. Because I heard you, and because I didn't come to your conclusion, you
No,
assume that I
that's
don't
no,
understand.
Because you're not saying what we're saying. You're taking
because
it to a whole different-
I'm taking it to where I'm at.
Okay.
Right? So if I said,
Is that not?
if you said,
Listening? Okay.
you must be hurt.
How can we?
And
work
I said, no, I'm
together?
not hurt. This is where I'm at. And you said, no, you must be not listening to respond. You must be doing what you're doing. I'm like, no,
She said
I
she
don't.
sounds.
So-
I don't. If
sound
I don't,
like it.
disagreement is not. It's not lack of comprehension.
Right.
I disagree with you because I fully comprehend.
Yeah.
And then I said, no,
Yeah.
that works like that, right?
Yeah.
So if I said, you sound like this, and I go, my self-assessment goes, No.
Well, I mean,
You're
because
okay
you don't
with-
see it. You're not
Or-
you're not where we're sitting.
Or
May I say something?
or you could be incorrect, right? Two things can be true.
Two things can be true at once. That's my
Yeah.
favorite saying. Two things can be true, but also things can be true because you're not listening to.
Yeah. We
Okay,
not,
what you got?
We
What
not
you-
jumping that man. We is not.
Y'all, wait, where you at? Where you
We
at? Where you
not.
at? Y'all are
Pull
jumping on
up,
me.
pull
I
up.
asked for this though. I did ask for this, so fair enough.
But I think
Fair
that
enough.
Pisces
Fair
in the
enough.
building,
Fair
so
enough.
it's-
Fair enough.
He did it to himself.
I brought it on myself.
but here's what I'm.
What did he say?
saying.
What did he say? I don't see him in the chat.
He's on my live.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
I don't. What I'm saying, she observed something. I never spoke on it, but
Okay.
from having conversations with you as well, I totally agree with her.
Okay.
I hear you with certain things, but at the end of the day, you have to be ready and willing to receive it and to be able to look at what somebody is saying from a different perspective. You have to be able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes and see how you're being viewed. When you're looking at something from the inside out,
There you go.
the view is not the same from the outside in. You
For sure.
understand?
Right.
Just like we sitting here and all of us got these different views, but somebody took a picture from that doorway, somebody took a picture from that corner, somebody took a picture from here, and they took a picture standing from behind you. It's the same room, but they're going to get totally different views.
Right.
And they might say that
Right.
it's something totally different. But
Right.
it's-
I love
nah,
that.
we in that same room.
I love that.
I often tell people.
And
Hold on, let it go. Let it
Right.
go. Let keep going. Keep going.
no,
keep
I'm
going.
just saying, like, with that, like, I've heard some of the things you said, and it's just like, all right, even matter of fact, what did you say yesterday?
I say a lot of shit. What I
You
say?
said when you were talking about beautiful women, and basically you just what is the terminology you use?
I say a lot.
Once you see it, it's gone. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
oh.
What did you-
Object permanence.
Object permanent.
Yeah, object permanence.
Exactly. And it's like the way you kind of viewing the woman is like this. She looking at me as an object. You know.
No. What I said was,
such.
so when I go into public places, you're like, all of y'all are beautiful.
Thank you.
I don't objectify you to the point where I start to obsess.
Right.
So then I'm like, yo, I walked in here to do something. She's beautiful. But when I walk out of here, 30 seconds from later, she's not going to exist in my mind anymore. I might as well stick to what I'm doing and not get taken off task. Because if I stop for every woman that I thought was attractive, nothing gets done. So it's easier for me to go, these are just people who exist. And she's minding her business like I probably need to be minding my business. So if she just happens to
That can be
she just
healthy
happens
and
to be
unhealthy.
beautiful, minding her business. I'm cool with that. It makes it easier to shift through my day. I don't think I'm owed her attention because she's beautiful. I don't get to walk up to you and take your time because you just happen to look something like what I like. Man, she looks beautiful. On to the next one. And I'm just going to go into my aisle and get my Fabuloso because I need to go do what I got to do. Like, that's how I get through my day. Because if I
think
stop...
that's the mindset you need to have when you got a woman at home. Real shit.
I'm trying to figure out how
When you got a woman at home, that is the mindset I want my man to have. But at the end of the day, when you looking to date, I think that's dangerous because you kind of like. I'm to a point, man. You know what? I'm cool with being by myself.
But are
I'm
you
not
looking
going to
to
put in the
date?
work.
Are you looking to
He
date?
said the last time
I think-
before, he said he would love to have a wife.
Drive-
He
It would be
love all of
nice.
that.
It would be nice, but
But if you have that mindset, bro, you ain't
you
gonna
gonna have the
But I-
time?
but I-
you're not
Jive
gonna
is
put
a
in the
re-
work.
Jive is a really, really good guy, right?
I'm okay.
He's
I'm
a
okay.
he's a really good guy. He is
I'm okay.
he is a gentleman, but he is just like he has some rough edges. And once you get to the middle, that's where the sweet spot is. But you got to make it past some fucking rough edges.
There's levels to this. Just like there's levels to y'all, there's levels to
I
me.
think
But you
with
gotta be
your
open for
mindset-
love.
Right. I don't think y'all go get to no levels.
Like I'm minding my business.
Y'all ain't gonna
Yo.
get, you're not gonna get past.
But then here's the thing though. I hear y'all talking, and I hear how y'all receive dudes who walk up to you and assume they can just take your time, who assume that they just are owed your phone number, who are assume they are owed you just being able to jump in your inbox.
But you're
I
not
hear y'all.
every dude, and I think that's where some men. I have a friend, right?
Okay, go ahead.
My homeboy, and he blows me so bad. I want a family, and I want this, and I want that, but I hear how a lot of people say it's hard, and I hear how this don't work, and I hear how they get tired, and I hear how this, and I hear. So, bruh, you basically just putting yourself in the same box as everybody else. So you basically
Because I
saying
don't think
that
I'm.
the same thing is going to happen, and you shouldn't do that. Because if your person is for you, you got to feel like, yeah, I'm somebody, and that person is going to love me the same way that you claiming you want to give that love. You got to understand that it's somebody out there who got that same love to give back to you if that person is really for you. So I think that you can't. You sitting there. It's you need ego, you need confidence, you need self-esteem. But when you putting yourself in the same box as everybody else that are not you, that did not go through the experiences that you did, that aren't even going to do some of the things that you're willing to do, don't have the qualifications as you have, you talking yourself out of the situation by listening and looking at all the negatives instead of creating your own narrative. You running off of everybody else.
I like that, but here's the thing, right? Women have solidarity. I can't disrespect her and then go talk to her, right? You're not gonna have that. No, you don't. If you're gonna disrespect one black woman, that's disrespect. So if I'm a black men have the same thing. Yo, she talked about my mans like that. I don't see me as different than my mans. I don't see that. So if you disrespect black men, you disrespect them. I just happen to be one of those.
Yeah.
So, but you're telling me, you're telling me,
kind of stuff.
so you're telling me that I need to individualize myself when you don't. When y'all talk about, and I'm not talking about you individually, but when we hear the way the world talks about black men, I just so happen to be one of those. Just like when y'all hear the way black men talk about black women, y'all don't, well, he ain't talking about me. No, you go, oh no. He's talking about one of us. He's talking about all of us.
No, I don't feel like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't feel like that.
You're not going to let
because they're different calibers of women.
You're
I
not-
don't
When
feel
you
like
talk
that.
about black women, please be specific.
Exactly.
Which ones are you talking about? Because
I'm
I
not
know
taking-
I don't group with a lot of black women.
I'm
I
not
know
taking
that.
it to heart.
But you,
if I know that's not
defending
me.
Young Miami though,
Okay, I did not defend her. I
and that's a callback for your ass.
I said music is music, and you got to be your own person. That's what I said. If you're gonna state me correctly. God damn it. But what I'm saying is, every black people are people. There's calibers, there's classes. I would never group you, and I told you this earlier this week. I would never group you in a certain class with somebody else because I know that that's not you.
Come on.
So
now.
don't do that to me.
but again, and I'm going to say this again, we're not where we are as a culture because that's happening. We're as a culture because black men are terribly careful about the types of black women that they're talking about. We're not here because black women are terribly careful about the types of black men they're talking about. That's not what's happening. We may do that in here, but that's not what's happening. So when we are forming our self-concept at the societal level, it's not it's 44 million black people in this country. You think all of y'all happen to have the same talking points because all y'all arrived at this concept individually, simultaneously, at the same part of history? No, it's because y'all heard the same things over and over and over again. It happened at such a level that it jumped into your mind, and it's the same thing that's happening
We
today.
arrived at what?
Y'all arrived at the way men perceive y'all. We've arrived at the way women perceive us. It's not because one woman said it. It's because I heard it said to me, my man's heard it said to him, my father heard it said to him, some nigga across the thing. I remember, this is a crazy story, right? I was at work and I was complaining about black women and I was doing all the stereotypical stuff, right? And then I was like 27, and I said, I'm tired of this shit. I was just getting, and my heart was broke. It was shattered. And I said, you know what?
That hurt, y'all.
And then I said, you know what? This is the funny part. I said, you know what? I was at work on post, and there was at the top of the shop was where all the black people were. At the bottom of the shop was where all the white people was from out in Glenville, the Tatnall County, all that stuff. And I'm talking loud. I'm like, because I'm irate. And I go, I'm just going to go get me a white woman. And then I hear, it ain't no different.
It ain't.
And I go, what? He said, you think you're going to get the white girl and think it's going to be something different? I'll tell you right now, ain't no different. He heard everything I said about black women and was like,
Yeah.
I identify with everything you just said. I don't even see color in your assessment of how he's experienced women. So that tells me that's a societal problem. That's something above me and my situation with the person I just happen to be with. There's something that's informed her behavior. There's something that's informed my behavior, and it's bigger than me and you. It's something that's going on. It's big. So then the way black women see black men, the way black men see black women is bigger than the individual. There's something going on that we refuse to deal with. And we see, you need to just individualize yourself. That doesn't fix the problem.
You can't fix the world, though. I think that it begins to fix the problem. It begins to fix it if you stop. I'm not living for society.
Women are women, men are men.
Yeah.
No matter what race, you're gonna find ghetto white women, ghetto Asians, ghetto whatever, right? Quote unquote.
Right.
You're gonna find bougie white, bougie black, bougie Indian, whatever. You're gonna find the same classes in different races.
Because we're all
it doesn't
human.
Matter.
It's only two sexes.
Listen, but it all depends.
You ain't gonna get me canceled. There's as many sexes as y'all want. You hear me?
But the thing
I'm
is,
sorry, I forgot about that.
A bag of them.
Yeah.
the thing is, it depends on what you. If you go
My
for
bad.
if you go for
She got shook. Wait a minute. He's right.
No, I'm not shook. I'm just like.
if you go for a certain if you go for a certain thing,
Okay.
no matter what, that's just kind of like if I was on drugs and I was like, oh, I'm gonna move so I can get out of this environment. No matter what, if I move to Charleston, I'm gonna hang around. I'm gonna attract those same type of people because I haven't fixed myself. I haven't healed from
So
my
spiritual
addiction.
cleanse you have
So
to.
so now when I'm like, oh, okay, I'm a date white girls now. I'm a date white men now. Guess what? I'm gonna attract the same fucked up people in a different race and a
Because that
different
same spirit is fine.
Yeah. No, I believe that 100%.
So you gotta focus on yourself. You gotta heal, drive yourself, and then what you want will come to you. When I tell you the caliber of people that I've dated has changed once I started my healing journey, it has been amazing. Like,
So you don't think
I used to settle for bullshit.
And I can
So you
say
don't
that
think-
too because, like, we was talking about men. Y'all saying men ask for money. I ain't running into that.
Listen,
And I used to, because when I was all about love, you know what I'm saying? Money, when, that wasn't my focus. The older I got and I see, what things is, it's like, I'm not accepting that anymore. Cleanse me. We walk around with a certain aura. We walk around, what they say, we have our pheromones and we got certain things.
Right.
People can smell on us. People can sense a man's insecurities just like a man can sense a woman's. That's how they know who they going to play on. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just.
So you mean to tell me
When I dated-
sucker has an energy?
But
Well,
I've
yeah.
always been-
Because I guess I've been an all day sucker.
So that's how that happens with men asking women. I've always been a giver. I've always been the fixer. So it was easy to say, hey, Dot, you got $20 I can get till Tuesday. Because I'm going to look out. And when they know that I'm dependable and I'm going to look out, they're going to tap that phone.
Right.
Well, so here's the thing, but is there not a capability? Because I take what you say seriously. Is there not a capability for good men to see that in you? And a good man could possibly need $20 to Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a good woman could possibly need me to, like, get her cell phone kept on. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we're so protective against, what we've gone through to the point where, like, we are not allowing people to be complex.
You got to be sufficient.
But
too.
you can't come out the gate as a.
You have to be sufficient.
Out the gate is crazy work.
They come out the gate. Now, they won't come out the gate,
Where
but
we
eventually
stand at?
it's going to get to that point where it's like, hey, girl.
Yeah, because the homosexual is gonna make sure he put it down first,
Right.
and before the $20. Like, you remember how I did you last night?
But
Let me hold that $20 real quick.
But you also know when I started. Okay, so I'm bisexual, and when I started dating women, I realized I was like, oh, this is top tier. Like, treated like a princess, a queen. I was like, I like it over here. So it's a real difference when I date a woman versus when I date a man. When I date a man, I feel like I'm in a fucking concrete jungle trying to make
I'll
it.
have to take your word for it. So
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
I'll have to take your word for it.
But
Straight up.
it's such a difference.
But I've
you
also
know
heard
what?
women that have complained that a lot of women are dating for help. I've heard a lot of, I've heard a lot of that. Like, a lot of people in this society, because everything is so up in the air and everything is so uncertain, everybody's dating for certainty. Everybody's
you
trying to
looking for.
find the thing.
Everybody's looking for something. Let's
Be
just
what
be
you're looking
realistic.
Yes.
Everybody's looking for something. Everybody needs something. And at the end of the day, we should have acts of service for each other if we're going to work together. Now, what I was going to say is back to what you were saying about you feel like when you're dating a woman?
I feel
Like a princess treatment.
I get princess treatment. I get calmness. I get softness. It's just a
We can
complete different-
women understand women. We know how we want to be treated. So I think that, but I was talking to my homeboy earlier today and I was like, I realized that a lot of studs,
But what kind of
they
women
be
are you dating?
successful.
masculine presenting.
Okay.
Yeah, or what is the other word for it?
Oh shoot! Did I use the wrong word?
No, I'm just saying.
No, because
there's a difference between. So there's bodaggers, studs. Like, listen, I don't.
What are the flavors?
I know it's different words, but
more the women that I talk to, they're more so like a no label. Like, they like masculine presenting clothes, but they're definitely still feminine at the end of the day. So it just depends. Some of them don't like being called studs. So
right. That's why I said what's the other word?
Yeah.
But I don't even know what sparked that conversation, but I was saying, the difference. Oh, we were talking about how men have a certain view of how men should show up and what's lame and what's this and what's that, right? And so when it's time to be gentle to a woman, when it's time to be that giver, when it's time to do those acts of services, sometimes they feel like they being a lame. I need to stand my ground. I need to be tough. I need da 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 da. And then I was saying, how when you look at some of the lesbian relationships, some of them be some of the most successful financially, because now I feel like men are holding on to their money like this is more important than even having somebody to love and to help or even to be of service. When a woman can provide something totally different, if you're above her, you're above her. You know what I'm saying? In the pay grade, if you have that ability to help and to lead, and that woman is willing to be loyal to you and to love you and pick up all the other slack for you, then why are you holding so tight to your money like that when the value is just the same? It might not be $1, but the dollar losing its value every day. You know what I'm saying? And a man is kind of like, well, what you bringing to the table? Oh, I got this much money. I ain't got to deal with XYZ because I got this and I got that. When that's not necessarily, dang. So what is the purpose of a woman? Is she just, you know what I'm saying? Damn.
So I got a question. So if you're dating a girl, do you actually tell that woman how you want to be treated, or?
Yeah, and I mean, that's just a conversation that we have. We talk about love languages. We talk about expectations, and that it's like somebody who know what they want. I love that, because you're able to communicate. If you can't communicate with me, I don't want to talk to you, because I don't want to assume what you're thinking. I don't want to guess what you're thinking. Nigga, talk to me. Tell me what's up.
Be vulnerable. I like if you're not open with me, I'm cool. I'm not just as boxed in as you are. I'm gonna do the same, because when I open up, baby, I'm open.
But you know, I think it comes with, because I have sons, older sons, so I think sometimes, like, what I've heard is, I'm opening up to you. I'm telling you things that I probably wouldn't tell other people. And then we get into an argument, and then you're like, boom, that's why you're going through this, and so and so and so. And so,
yeah, don't throw it in my face.
Yeah, some men, like, the way it was explained to me was, I gave so much of me to a person I was dating, and now they're not in my life anymore.
Yeah.
And this person is holding something that I gave them.
But here's the thing, what I say about that, baby, you can't hurt me with something I told you. You gotta tighten up and get your feelings off your sleeves. Because if I'm able to
that's literally just gonna make me shut down.
But men feel like, even if you use it as a reference point, baby, you doing it again.
Yeah, men
you
will
remember
hold
you
it.
did such and such. Remember you said this happened in your last. I'm showing you that it's showing up again. I'm not trying to hurt you. I don't want you to shut down. I'm just saying that thing that you thought you got over, baby, you doing it again. It looks similar to it. Like, come on, like you doing. Yeah. But then it's like, see, that's why I don't tell you nothing.
Yeah, that's when it comes. To that.
But and it's like, I think that we have to move past that, because it becomes a point where you don't want to look at it and be accountable. Like you thought you had it done. Just, healing is a constant thing, just like muscle memory. You'll lose it, but then you got to work at it again and get your muscle back up. It's the same thing with the healing and the behavior patterns. If it's a part of you, it's a part of you. And I think that men get. It's kind of like they fragile. Like men don't they want to act like they're not sensitive, but they're sensitive. They're just as sensitive. Just hence why a woman can take you back after you did all this bullshit.
A man can't.
And they can't do it. They can't even stomach
You cheat on a
it.
man. Listen.
No, you out.
Cheat.
That's what you
Listen.
did.
Your mic not on. Your mic not on. Your mic not on. Your mic
Your mic is not on.
Your mic.
Your mic is not on.
My marriage didn't end because she cheated once. I didn't leave my child's mother because she cheated once. I took them back.
After they
And what you know what they taught me? Oh, I know this is not your dividing line. Oh, so this is something we could work with. So I might can make this mistake over. You know what I'm saying? You teach people how to treat you.
Yeah.
And sometimes
Same thing with the man.
you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people have these tropes and have these ideas. Like what y'all have been saying is, this is what you think of a man, but then you turn that into what a man is.
Yeah.
A lot of people take what their assumptions and turn it into concrete evidence. Outside, like, and I say this, I've said this to men, I've said this to women. Instead of telling a man what he is, why don't you ask him what he is, and then believe what he says? Instead of telling a woman what she is, ask her.
Yeah.
And then believe that's who she is. But we don't. We make our assumptions because everybody's trying to protect their narrative and trying to protect their understanding instead of like, yo, I plead my ignorance. I don't know women. I haven't been one. How the fuck do I know how that works? You know what I'm saying?
But you can tell us who you are.
I know my experience.
Yeah.
I know my experience and I know how I showed up to those women. So I have to, it's better to know who the hell was I? Why was she able to do that to me? It's better for me to go, well, because
You were gone? You were overseas? You were serving? Was that what it was?
When it happened.
I mean, and that for the ex-wife, but for the other ones, no.
You gotta listen.
You know what I'm saying?
But then also you have to be accountable for the type of women you're choosing.
But that's what I'm saying. So that it's easier, it's more productive for me to assess me
As a woman,
than
will
start
take you back
pointing
with
at women
intentions to get
and to
you
pretend I understand women. But I don't think, in my experience, I don't think women do that. I think women contend that y'all understand men very well. And that men are just so easy to pin down that we can start making these stereotypical statements about men, and then that's what it is. But when you date those type of people, and we understand that there's a certain type of man, there's a certain type of woman that a lot of people are attracted to. So a lot of people are going to have a very uniformed experience about a very uniform type of dude. If all you date are soldiers, you're probably going to have a lot of uniform experience.
Yeah.
If all I date is chick, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
Go ahead. What you got?
No. I'm going to read this comment, but go ahead.
No, go ahead.
He says because a woman will take you back with the intentions to get you or / pay you back.
No.
No.
So, but and that's his experience, and that's it. There you go.
Right.
So his experience informed that
Bro, you
response.
know me. That wasn't.
You know what I'm saying? But then what do we do? Everybody in the room tries to absolve. Oh, not me. But we're not here because everybody's doing the right thing. He didn't come to that conclusion because every woman did the right thing.
Right.
He came to that conclusion because some woman took him and said, "I'll forgive whatever that trespass was," and then did something. This is learned behavior.
Listen, I'm gonna feel him on that because I was in a situation like that where I got cheated on and I just kept him. I was like, oh shit, I'm not ready to let him go.
Right.
And then when I got the balls to let him go and he all in lovey mode, I got the flowers, I got the wine. I'm like, no, fuck that. No, I'm good. So that happens. Yeah, that happens. You get what you give sometimes. It just doesn't come on
sometimes
time.
you do. You and it depends on where you were, you know.
Yeah.
I don't have I
That shit happens. You will.
It
do
will
that.
happen, but I think at my big grown age, I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, and I'm too grown. I'm
don't
not
have
cheating on
time.
nobody.
We too grown. We are way too grown
me
to
and
be.
Boo, we need to
Oh,
sit
let me get you
down.
back. No,
we- Let me get your shit. Hold up.
Right.
Let me help you out the door. That was it. Was
that shit raise your
How
blood
many times
pressure.
a man
We
should
not
but
doing
that?
here's
that.
the
To come
thing, though.
back
That's what I'm
without
saying,
getting
though.
your lick
But
back,
you
honestly.
got here. by way of your. What
I've
did you say?
been-
Wait, what
I've
did you say?
been- I've
Wait, what did
He
you say?
said, how many times have a man cheated and you all took him back without getting your lick back? Be honest.
I've had times where I've been played in my fucking face, and I still took them back. I'm like, all right, we gonna make this work. We gonna get this shit together. Because you're my man. Like we're gonna get married in my head.
And sometimes we'll try to say what we did wrong, and which kind of
put it on
caused
you.
the man to do that.
Or
A
like
lot
take
of
responsibility for their bullshit.
yes,
Yeah.
a lot of women don't do that. Take you back just to get. Now you got some of them that I'm gonna play the game. That's how they. You know what I'm saying? They do that. But then you got to know what's the caliber.
But you know what? I'll tell you why y'all did what y'all do
I feel
wrong.
what you saying.
Let me tell y'all what y'all do wrong. Y'all, there's a phrase that men use and it's fucked up and it's wrong. And but y'all embodied it and took responsibility for it.
Ooh.
And you shouldn't have.
What's that?
A man gonna be a man. That's a bullshit ass line.
I hate
That's a
that
bullshit
line.
ass line
I hate that line.
niggas use to not be accountable.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I'm with you, and I said I was going to be with you. It doesn't matter what nature is, and oh man, it's naturally. All that bullshit is bullshit to be able to justify being a liar. Like, you know, that's
Yeah.
all it is.
And
If-
I'm gonna be honest too. I feel like with a lot of men, the way in the cultural thing, how men, it was an honor to have notches under your belt to be knocking these women down. So a lot of the times, I feel like men, y'all got y'all asses cheated on for the payback for some of the you was doing to the women back in the days.
You're
Then
kind of
when
proving this point, though.
Then no. But I'm saying I'm not saying that I do that, but I'm saying you have to pay for some of the things that you did. Now, when you was up there on your high horse and you was running through women and looking at them as sex symbols, and all that is damn they something to hit and move on, and then when you finally want to sit down with somebody and then you get cheated on, now oh no, they just want to take me back because they want to get their lick back. What about all the hurt that you done did to these
Roy,
other
she's basically
women?
saying you had it covered. That's what he's-
This not Roy. But sometimes
Oh, okay.
you have women that gotta teach you that lesson to humble you so you can stop looking at women and stop showing up like that, because it's been said that was the it thing. That was the cool thing. A man can be the biggest hoe ever, but soon as a woman say, I'm gonna do the same thing, then
I mean, but why though, right?
I don't know, because I never been that one.
I feel like, but why
I never
though?
wanted to do that, but
Like
I'm
I've
just
always
saying,
said that. Like,
And-
why
and
would y'all,
that-
out of all the things y'all wanted, like, oh, if a man could do it, I could do it better. It's like
No.
y'all don't ever choose the
I don't
positive
have
shit.
that mindset.
Ain't nobody like, yo, I want to be a
It's
welder.
an insecurity
It's
thing.
like, yo, I
though.
want to be able to.
I think men don't understand the power that they can actually have
You-
if they love a woman properly, and the insecurities that are created, especially when you look at the type of women that they done stepped off on you with.
We get the
Do you
playbook, they just don't
understand?
read it.
But
Like-
you know, it's not about that. It's about sex. And
But
it's about
a lot of women,
manipulation
but
that
women
they get
leave-
off on.
And women lead with emotion, so we might not be looking at it as it's sex. Now we looking at ourselves as, well, dang, was I not freaky enough? Did I not dress provocative enough? You know what I'm saying?
but that's
Was I
take
not-
responsibility
So-
for the man being a man thing.
And
that-
it is, but see, and then you can lose yourself in that moment and then come back to your senses. Like, man, what am I? What you doing? Nah, dog. If you want to be out here doing that, then you go ahead and do it. But sometimes, you know, it's the influence. It's the influence, and it's also, when you think about that too. Now we talk about soul ties and who you sleeping with. You got this man that done been out here doing all this and sleeping with this woman, and you done bringing it back, and you sleeping with this woman. You are altering. We are receivers. You are coming inside of us.
All that
So
stuff.
it's deeper. It's deeper than what we just talked about. It's deeper than what you see on the surface.
None of that stuff is new. This has been going on. This been going on when grandma was home rolling the biscuits and he
Come
got
on.
about 4 or 5 kids around the
Other
corner.
families.
Yes, these
Because
are.
he bringing in them, and then
it's
you want
taught.
and I
So
always-
generational.
But
and I
when-
said that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
When people cheat and they sit in the office and they're coming here, I always ask, okay, why? How long has this been going on? And I always try to figure out emotionally, where was the safety lacking in between the relationship? Because 9 times out of 10, whoever cheats, they did not feel safe in some aspect or another. They felt they were being emotionally, physically, or mentally neglected. And my job is, and it takes two to tango. I really do. You stepped off. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying it's right to cheat at all. But what I'm saying is you stepped out because you thought the grass was greener because Susie or Bobby down the street was filling your emotional tank when home was not filling your emotional tank. So we got to look at the house and figure out, okay, on both of our parts, where are we lacking? It's not just a one thing. You're not just going to step out because I'm just an amazing woman. Some people do.
Some people
that
do.
is fucked up.
Some people have addiction.
But and some people just like the thrill of trying to do shit.
Yeah.
But for the people that's not the case, and it's because emotionally you don't feel safe, you are not being filled, that is where the communication comes in. That's where the dating
Did you
comes in.
express that, though? Did you feel vulnerable? And a lot of times they don't.
A
They're
lot
not
of men
gonna
do
say
not
it.
communicate because they are afraid of the reaction of their woman, because they're afraid they're going to be like, a lot of my men come in and they'll be like, oh yeah, I tried to tell my girl da 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 da, and she said, shut the fuck up. Or she said, you a pussy.
What happens
or
is
she'll
a
say
lot of
something like that. That's not okay.
What happens is I'll tell you how I feel, and then you recenter yourself about how what I said makes you feel, and then now I'm apologizing for having my feelings, and I didn't realize that you were having your period
Because you're
you were
not
having a bad day.
validated.
And so just like I don't bring it to you. I go somewhere else. Malcolm X said in his book, you know what I'm saying, prostitutes know more about these women's husbands than they do, because they're safe there. I could say something. And even though these women are performing the thing, whatever.
Exactly.
But if I come to you with what my feel, and you don't understand how to let me have the floor in that moment. It's not about you in the moment. It's about my man has blah 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 blah. I'm not saying it's okay to cheat. That's not what I'm saying. But that you sow the seeds of resentment. They starts resenting you. I start resenting coming home. I start resenting a space where I supply safety and security, but I don't get to experience it.
We forget how important validation is. Validation is super important. If I'm coming to you and saying that I have a problem, let's say Jive come to me and like, oh, Alexis, I feel like you were mean to me on the podcast. If I say,
Alexis, I feel like you were mean to me on the podcast. Please don't.
and I say, okay, well, you shouldn't have said what you said. I'm not saying I should have said what I should say is, I understand what you're feeling. Can you explain more? Can you explain to me how I made you feel? Because I don't want you to feel like that. But a lot of times we don't validate our partner and we switch it around on us. I remember I was talking to this guy and I was telling him how I felt, and he was like, but I said, wait, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about me and my feelings. When are we talking about your emotions?
And I've learned that.
I like that.
And I understand too, because I get that. In a past relationship that I was in, I would be, he would tell me something, and my mind is just going so quick, and then I have to come back later and be like, you know what? I didn't tell you that I understood what you were saying. I just went on with everything. In my mind, I mentally clocked it. Okay, I understand. This is what he's saying. So the next time I'm gonna do X, Y, Z. But then I just began to talk about, okay, well, the issues at hand, and it's like, hold up, and then I could see in the difference in the body language. Oh, okay, I didn't say something right, so it's like, I'm sorry, I should have said X, Y, Z, or I might even get off the phone. Hey, I realized that you felt such and such a way by the silence or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. I didn't mean it in such and such way. But then you got sometimes men like, I don't want to hear that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? It got to a point where it was like, well, you shouldn't have said, oh, you done said what you said. Nah, the resentment already kicked in that.
Yeah, because
quick.
now they're stonewalling.
Yeah, oh, you done said what you said. Well, damn, okay, I need to apologize. No, I need to apologize because it's the right thing to do. I'm that type of woman. Like, nah,
that's tough.
What I'm saying?
That's nice shit.
I didn't realize that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to do that because guess what? I'm sensitive as shit. I need you to acknowledge me. I need you. So let me come back and do what I'm asking you to do. I can't ask you for something I'm not willing to do.
But that's leadership shit. And that's why to get back to the thing, why I need that competence. Because you're talking like a leader. You're talking, and leaders, my father asked me this question, how many people does it take to follow a leader for a leader to be a leader? And the answer is none, because a leader will go by themselves. Because it's just what the right thing to do is. And I need to know if my woman is just going to do the right thing, because that's what needs to be done. If you're waiting for me to exemplify what the right thing is, that means the right thing ain't in you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not about just the door or the gas. I need to know who you are, because any dude could come up to you and pump your gas. Is that the door? The door is the gas
No,
pump?
she
If-
didn't.
you know what I mean?
That's
Men are
cheating.
not
that's
as
You see what I'm saying?
vulnerable.
Because what if we're in a tough place right now? What if you're not really fucking with me right now? I'm in my winter, you're in your summer, and we're in different seasons, and somebody in his summer comes and asks to pump your gas.
Yeah, but we're talking about the initial meeting. We're talking about how you present yourself to me. So if you come to if I'm standing at the gas pump and and I see you fucking staring in my soul instead of instead of speaking and looking like a weirdo and peeping Tom.
First of all, y'all don't understand there is a like a thing, like almost like we're all performers in here, like performance anxiety. You have to get over that hump. Like
True.
you're an audience. I gotta like get on this stage. I'm like, yo, this is public speaking. I'm like, okay, shit, what am I gonna say? How am I gonna? All right, what do I look like? I'm doing all this shit inside, and all you see is me staring at you.
Yeah.
But there's like still waters run deep. I'm
And that's still anxiety.
I'm like, you know what I mean? People have seen me. I've been on stage a bunch of, you saw me at the show we did. You're like, why are you doing that? I'm like, I'm nervous.
But I tried to reassure you, right?
Right. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you
got
did
this,
anything
bro.
wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, but even though I look weird to the West, I'm like, why is a nigga doing all this shit? Inside, I'm trying to still myself. I'm trying to get myself together.
Hype
And
yourself
then-
up, but don't stare at me.
I don't like that
They better
either.
be like,
I don't like that. I don't. Do not stare.
stop.
Like, I'm not flattered. Like, leave me.
Which is why
You don't have nothing
object
to say.
permanence is my shit. You know what? She
Y'all-
don't even exist anymore. And I walk past you.
Y'all know that meme with the chubby the chubby kid? He has his hand on something and he's like, that's how I be, because what are you staring at right now? But all I'm saying is, if you're interested, just say, I hate when people see me in public and then they'll message me on Facebook or something and they'll be like, I saw you in the store. You weirdo.
Right,
Why
you
didn't you
didn't
just
say
That's that's as brave as he was.
Yeah,
He
no.
wasn't.
I don't have time.
He should have.
I don't have time
I
for
need a
that.
grown ass man.
Get out my box.
I need
Get
a
out-
grown ass
Listen,
man.
I
Get out
like
my box is crazy
Don't
word.
Get
need
out
no
my
kid.
inbox. Get out my inbox. Don't DM me, because let's talk. That shows me, to me, that shows me that when it's time to talk about something hard, you gonna shy back. This ain't no texting matter, bro. Let's talk.
But he just said he wants a leader. He likes that you're a leader, right?
yeah.
I want a leader too. Like, so the lead this gas, your hands to this gas pump and pump this gas.
That's
And
not
we can
leader.
see-
That's
and
service.
But that's not
That's
asking that
service.
much. How is that hurting you to pull a gas?
I'm not saying.
It's that
I
You
don't.
ego.
understand? That's not that
But you
much
know,
to
service
do.
is a part of love too.
It
No, I'm not
is.
saying. I'm not saying it's not a part of
We're
love.
all here to serve one another. We're here to serve certain purposes.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, why is that so hard just to be a gentleman?
So,
You know
but
what
why
I'm
are we?
saying?
Why are we putting so much weight on?
That's not. We
You
put
act
it
like
on
trivial-
the fact that
You act like I'm
want
asking you
me
to buy the
talk
gas.
to you.
Wait, what?
You act like I'm asking you to buy
Right.
the gas. I'm just asking you. I just want you to. If you want my number, pump it. Have conversation with me. Show me that you're
Engage.
a gentleman, not like the rest. Show me you different. Dare to be different.
Well, what if
Pump
I'm
the
not?
gas.
What if?
Then I
What
don't
if
want
there-
you.
what
because
if-
you're not
what
What
different.
if there is? What if there's more? What if there's? What if there is more? I don't. My child is like every other child, but my child is my child. I don't love my child because my child is so different than every other child. My child is a human being, essentially no different than anybody else, but it's my child. That's all she had to be. She don't got to do nothing different.
Well,
But
you
to
gotta
be
my
my
man,
child,
you gotta be
you know what I'm saying?
different.
But so if your man is a man, we're sitting here trying to. I think there is such thing as like romantic inflation. We're inflating the value of our attention higher than the actual. Since like people like to use market values, we're higher than what it actually stands for. So now when he does all that instant gratification shit, you made it mean things it doesn't actually connect to.
So here's the
Just
thing.
because he pumped gas doesn't mean he's a decent dude.
No.
It's not even significant of the fact that he could be. Just because he hit you up in the inbox instead of in person, this person could be a very upfront type of person. Once you're in a relationship, there are people at my job who don't even know that I speak.
Yeah, because
And then when they see me on a podcast, I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know that was your personality because that's not for you. That's for me.
But
You know
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying
saying?
is, I think you're missing the concept. I'm saying you are staring at me in my soul. You are watching me pump gas. You watch me put the throttle, whatever it's called,
Was he mouth breathing?
the nozzle back into
That he
You
was
was
stuck.
annoying me pretty much.
back
at
into
this
the gas
point.
tank.
He was stuck.
And then after
just staring at you the whole time.
Yes, and after I'm walking around my car, excuse me. No, there's no excuse me.
Yeah,
I literally said to one, I said, excuse me, did you see me pump my gas? He was like, yeah. I said, so why are you trying to talk to me? You literally watched me pump my own gas. You didn't even ask. I'm sorry, and guess what? I'm going to do it next time. There won't be a next time. There won't. There won't. But my whole thing is, it's not like we're walking into the gas station, we see each other, and then you're talking to me. It's you're staring at me doing an activity
that's
that
kinda
a
weird.
man really should, like
But we made that up.
okay.
Y'all made that up. Like we make things
Aight.
up and act like they're like natural functions. Like a man's job is
it's the way
this.
that she would want to
That's
be
what she
treated.
like.
Right.
And at the end of the day, that's her boundaries, and as simple as that.
Show me
That
your
is how
Well,
she
why
wants to
wasn't
be
that simple
treated.
when I said what I wanted? It was
What?
traumas and triggers and all this other
How
stuff.
is that a trauma? Saying I want a man to pump my gas.
You know what I'm saying?
Me asking a man to pump my gas is not a trauma. It's saying like you
You
want
didn't
my,
ask. You
it's-
saying offer.
Yeah,
If you want something, that you
offer.
want my time.
Is that your water right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bottle right there. Okay.
But guess
Yeah.
what? If
you need it?
No. I
But
just
if you-
wanted to make sure it wasn't trash.
If you come up to me and you do that, you pump my gas. You go to kind of like at the top. I'm gonna look forward to hearing from you. I'm gonna be like, he intrigues me. He's different. I like that. I wonder what else he got to say. I wonder what else he possesses. So, I guess Jive. If you stare me down at a gas station and then you ask me for my number, I wouldn't give it to you. But if you pump my gas, I would have given it to you and you would have went to the top of the charts. I'm just saying. But that is me.
Maybe I do have an
an
ego because I'm not impressed
You
by what
definitely have
impresses
a
people.
big ass ego.
I don't like that's what impresses y'all. I'm cool.
Oh,
Like
God.
maybe it's me. Like I've known women who
It's
I
not
thought were great.
necessarily impressing. You could appreciate a man who is willing to take some little things off of your hand. Appreciation. I don't think you've been appreciated, my guy.
No.
I ain't trying to be funny or nothing. I'm not trying to take no shot.
But I don't.
I don't
I'm
think that you even know how to allow a woman to appreciate you the way you talk, the way you say certain things.
I mean,
It's almost how do you get past that?
Have you ever seen the thing? Have y'all ever watched like the Die Hard movies?
Yeah.
There was one Die Hard movie. I think it was like the third or the fourth one. I think it was the fourth one. And he's sitting in the car, and he was like, "Yo, you're that guy." He goes, "I'm not that guy." He's like, "No, but you saved my life. You did all this." He said, "You know what? I did it because there was nobody else to do it. If there was somebody else to do it, I had him do it. But the only reason I'm doing it is because there's nobody else to do it. I got to do it. That's it. I don't. It's not about how I feel. I remember this. Listen to
But it
y'all
should be.
y'all listen to
And
8 Ball and MJG. They had a song called "Friend or Foe." At the beginning of it, they go, "It doesn't really matter much how you feel. You know what you got to do."
I
I'm here
think
to
we
do it.
failed men
And
sometimes.
so that's where I remember when I heard that when I was 16. I mean, that shit hit me like I was like, "That's it. That's how you do the thing. I don't need to feel anything. It has to be done." You know what I'm saying? If I'm on the side of the road and it's 12 o'clock at night, I have a flat tire, my feelings are not going to fix anything. You know what's going to fix it? The work. So I don't feel nothing. I don't do things for feeling.
But that's why
I do
women
things
want to
get them
feel
done.
for you, and they want you. We get that you still got to go, and it's not to dismantle you. And I feel, and I get it. I truly get it. I feel like if men tap into the way that they feel, it's gonna knock them off. They pivot. I got to do this. If I tap into my feelings like you tap into your feelings, then goddamn it, where we gonna be at? And I think that's how men feel. Like, honestly,
I appreciate that.
you
That's
know,
that's a dope
I
way.
think
Yeah.
that that's really what it is. You know, I talk to my father, and and I'd be like, dang, it sucks that he had to put in all that work, but I can't give him that a woman, if he's allowed a woman into his life to show him something different, then he'd be able to tap into those feelings a little more and be loved on and be a little bit softer. But I think because of, again, like I said, the physical demand that I feel like a man is built to take in the world, the physical the beat down that a man can take and a woman can take the mental and emotional things. I think that it's just men don't feel safe enough because it's too fucking soft. I can't be that
You know what I think it is?
vulnerable.
I think
But
I think you're hitting on something. Is that we think men do this to women in what you said because it's natural for you. We forget the labor cost. Being supportive, being nurturing still takes labor, effort. You know what I'm saying? It's still hard. Just because you're wired for it doesn't mean it doesn't do something to you. So the physical labor it puts on me to stand in front of this family, to do those things, a lot of women just go, well, he's a man. And it just destroys the labor value that it actually takes to be that man, to do the things. So a lot of women don't feel like they're, and it's not like because they're just dumb, because a lot of men don't value labor that doesn't produce income.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Even though, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you. That is the perfect words, because that's what I was saying when I was like, men, like, I make too much money to deal with XYZ. Yes, it's the money.
Because
what I have.
our
What do
value
you?
set, we have been taught that we're not human beings, we're human doers. And that our humanity is based on our productivity. And the minute we become unproductive, then we lose our humanity. We lose our masculinity. There's so much at stake when I break my leg and I'm off of work. You don't lose anything. There's nothing at stake when you are in postpartum. There's nothing at stake when you are on your period. You don't lose your womanhood. It's not on the line. You know what I'm saying? In the way that when I lose my productivity, what kind of man are you even anymore?
But that doesn't. We do lose stuff in postpartum. At least you know what I'm saying.
No. I mean, not to say you don't.
But
go
the
through anything,
womanhood.
but you don't.
yes,
You don't. It's not.
It goes back
yeah.
to me saying,
Yeah.
it'll knock you off your pivot as a man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Yeah.
But it's like we still losing too, because like I said, the value. Money has value, emotions have value, memories have value. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff have value. And at the end of the day, I just feel like you can't spend all the time on you can't take all your stuff to the grave with your finances and this and that. You have to. I ain't even gonna say have to. At least for me, my man has to be willing to be vulnerable and let me love on him, and even let me heal those areas that he feel that it wasn't safe enough. You need to be able to tap into your feelings. You're not a machine. You're not a machine now. You still need to provide. I'm gonna provide too. I still need you.
You said you're not a machine, but
I'm not
wait
about
a
to lie
minute.
to you. You still need to
Don't
provide.
ask me for that $20. Right?
But
Don't do that.
but let's make this thing work, somehow. And I need you to understand that you still have feelings. You got the same feelings that I have, just because you've learned how to suppress them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't even be as emotional as me. You don't have to, but dang, bro, let me love you. Like, I see that hurt little boy. I see that one that was neglected. We see that. We see that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's like, let your wall down. It's okay.
You don't like,
because you will feel so much better. And when you
I
go
remember
out,
when I was in Iraq, right? We was like, Iraq is like prison. You're really stuck there. There is no getting out, and you really are locked in with the same exact group of people, and we start digging into each other.
y'all, it's 1 a.m.
Is it? Oh, we about to get up.
Wow.
I'm gonna end it on this. And we started digging into each other, and I found there are conversations that men had amongst ourselves. We're in tears.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm speaking on what I'm going through. I didn't even know that happened to you. I didn't even know. And I was able to articulate, or it was able to be articulated to me in a way that made me feel like I was human. Because there's nothing more dehumanizing than being a soldier. You are a product. You know what I'm saying? And I forgot that I was human. Because the bills need to be get paid. The law needed to get mowed. The car needed to be fixed. And all I'm inputting is instructions. What needs to happen next? What needs to happen next? Who stopped? Y'all said like, who helps the strong woman? Who helps the capable man? Who's coming to make sure you're all right? As long as you're working, it's almost like a car. You need the car to tell you it needs an oil change. Nobody's like, you know what? I'm really watching the odometer. No, nobody. People run shit into the ground because that's how we are as consumers.
Right.
And when we start consuming masculinity or consuming femininity, we'll run our woman's compassion into the dirt and then get mad when she's, like you said, that stonewalling. She's not stonewalling. She's done. She's cooked. Like, you spent all that. There's nothing else. You didn't replenish anything. You know what I'm saying? And when you run your dude into the dirt and he don't have a place in you, he gonna go somewhere else. You gonna go somewhere else. Everybody needs to be needed. Not wants to be needed. Needs to be needed. I need to be necessary.
I think sometimes the man might not even be ran into that place again. He just so frustrated and he don't want to open up anymore, to the point where you feel like that's what I need to do, because you're not really addressing or validating whatever that issue was that she was already telling you. You keep overlooking it because I don't see it that way. I've done that.
I've done that.
I don't see it that way, right?
Chris Rock said that. Chris Rock said something about that. Like, he thought because he made all the money, he got to be an asshole to people.
Right. And a lot of men do feel like that. Oh, I pay her to be, I make sure you good. I make sure I should be able to step out a little bit. Nigga, what?
I don't know what the fuck a little bit is. How the fuck you step out a little bit?
Men really feel like that.
A treat to them to feel like, okay, I've been working hard. I can do this.
And I took care of you. I took care of that. I took care of this.
Okay, so I got a real question.
I could go play a
Are y'all
little
okay
bit.
with y'all mans going to strip clubs? Y'all cool with that?
I go too. I go with them.
I'm not cool with that.
Man, I will go with them. I bring the dollars. You bring the
That's
dollars.
because you don't know Jesus good. Really. That's what your thing is.
I tell you what. I'm not okay, especially how often do you need to go? What's one thing, if y'all going to a bachelor party or however, whatever, but baby, you better not take no ones out. You better go look at them bitches.
I'm okay.
Y'all know it's sip tipper dipping there. Y'all can't.
I'm okay with
Nah.
I'm okay with going.
Finances in there. No.
I'm okay with going to the strip club. I'm okay with spending a reasonable amount of money. It's fun,
But see,
right?
yes, but you're a bisexual
But don't go
woman.
into that bedroom. Don't go into the bedroom. But
That's the whole point. Look,
Absolutely not, then.
These women,
No,
these
bro.
women at no strip clubs. Those are what you call it? Those are what's the word I want to use? They're employees, and just like when you go to any store, what is their job to do? Upsell you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That she's not just.
I know you.
Her job is to upsell you to that back
That's
room.
why we not going there.
We're not.
But it's, to me, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. I before I even started dating women, I always went, like, when I go to Atlanta, I always went to the strip clubs in Atlanta, DC, Stadium. Like, I was always in the strip clubs, but I enjoyed myself. I had a ball every time. And the strippers, they congregate in the bathroom, guys, and they're so nice. It's I always
To
meet-
you. They're
meet
nice
stripper-
to you.
I always meet stripper friends in the bathroom because they'll ask me questions. I'm like, okay, girl, and then, like, I don't know, but I don't know. You got to be I like it.
So you think like that dudes are just meeting strippers in the bathroom? That's how that
I
works.
can't
I'm
get
talking about
with
the
it.
girls.
To be honest, to each his own. I went to the strip club some years ago, and in a matter of about 15 minutes, I was like, I'm good. I don't like to pick up my money off the counter, let alone the damn floor. Hell no.
That does seem demeaning,
It
right?
was so
Like,
degrading to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking now. I seen one of them. I'm like, dang, boy, she tough. She strong. She got you.
Yeah,
know,
that upper body strength to get on that pole is
bro,
crazy.
she
Word.
hard. I got to give it to her. But then when I'm standing there, I'm just looking at, like, man, I got a daughter.
Exactly.
And if my daughter was, I wish you would let her throw your money on the floor and you go, to me, that's what my mind is like.
It's like some nigga
But
gonna throw the money on the
like,
floor and you
they-
gonna get on your knees to
they-
pick it up. I'll be motherfucking
They
damn.
also have
Not with
people
my
pick-
last name attached to you.
They also
You
have people
got me
pick up the
fucked
money
up.
for them too.
I'm cool though.
They have the guards. The guards are there to, like, make
I
sure
saw
the
that.
money is all together. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm very pro, like, do you, boo? What you want to do, you do it. As long
That's why I
as
say to
it's-
each his own, but I'm not
Yeah.
indulging in it. I'm cool. I
I'll throw you some dollars.
I feel like it's opening the door. It's gonna open the door. And,
Shake
and
that
you're
ass
gonna-
and let me
It's
see
opening
what
the door.
But they say bad company corrupts
Yeah.
good character. Yeah,
opening
like
Well, I love that.
it,
But I think we got that real bad that, you know what I'm saying, whatever
oh,
it
it's innocent.
whatever it takes to get the bag, whatever it takes,
Yeah.
like it that has dissolved our community into nothingness.
Yeah.
If whatever it takes to get money. It's like, yo, we used to have like solidarity. The solidarity it took to break a bus system. The solidarity it took to get amendments passed. The solidarity it took to get us from 3/5 of a human to a fucking whole human being. We don't got that right now. We don't got that at all because to each his own. And that's exactly how they want you.
Yeah.
Because it's happening to Dot, it ain't happening to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how it used to be. If it happened to Dot, it's gonna happen to me. If it happened to Dot, it happened to me.
Right.
We don't even do that no more.
No.
Black men don't stand in front of black women because we don't see ourselves in each other. You know what I'm saying? So when everybody's like, black men don't protect black women because black men don't see themselves in black women.
No.
Black women don't see themselves in black men. Everybody is an island unto themselves.
That's how
Why
it's
am I on
divided.
your island protecting your shit? I got my own island.
But see, and when I began to have children, my mind said, well, before that, my mind has always changed. But looking at my sons and stuff, you know, like I said, my kids has opened up a whole nother way of life and a way for me to be. You know what I'm saying? The way that I treat people, even the way that I treat men. I have black sons. I have sons, period. So how I show up, I feel like you gonna pay it forward or you gonna pay it backwards. So I'm gonna try to pay it forward for mine because I understand what the world is coming to.
All right, so check this out. This has been a dope conversation.
Super.
But it is 1:00 in the morning. And I love you guys. First of all, this is honesty. Like, y'all were really patient with me as I was dealing with my child's issues and everything. And I want to, like, you know, wholeheartedly thank y'all for being patient because y'all was here on time. Y'all was dope. And I had my own situation. You wasn't, but she was. But I want to thank you guys so much because, like, you know, we're all parents and, you know, things happen. So I really want to thank you guys and everything. So big ups to y'all. Like, I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And thank you for challenging me. I mean, some seeds take a little bit more to break the ground. So I hope some of the stuff that I heard today gonna help me reflect. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't gonna do it in front of y'all.
And you have that right.
No personal time.
But thank you guys. Yo, this has been Clicked the podcast. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, do all the stuff that the dope kids are doing, man. We'll see y'all in another one. We got to get these ladies back in the building, man. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know how to do it. Peace.
Hi, Darry. That was cool. And we